We on here early. Live right now got Oku and AB in the ring. The last fight was close between Century and I'm like Oku right now is winning in this fight. Oh, AB doing a good job counter. Yeah, soon we're gonna have Norman coming up 2 more fights. Yeah, it was a good round by Oku right there. Thought AB would come out in this first round a lot better than that, but yeah, that was a good round though. Yeah, it's gonna be a good fight between Norman and Sasaki coming out for this main event, but we got 2 fights. Oku in the ring. The last fight, them dudes was letting their hands go though. That was a good fight. They was letting their hands go. Yeah, that was crazy. AB like he already had enough. Yeah, his body language looking bad already. Good body shots by AB. Oku still being aggressive though. He ain't throwing no right hands. He throwing a lot of jabs. AB just throwing a lot of left hands. Yeah, Oku not even throwing the right hand yet. I don't know how they gonna score this one. Oh, AB with a good counter shot, a good 1-2. Oh, good 1-2 by AB. Starting to step it up right now. Gonna get his timing down. Might start dominating later in this fight. Yeah, AB starting to look good now. Throwing some jabs, 1-2. Ooh, good left hand by AB. Yeah, Oku, he's starting to run into trouble now. AB starting to counter, shuffling his feet. Ooh, another left hand by AB. Oku, he's throwing a lot of jabs. Try to throw a left hook, gets caught with a left hand. Yeah, AB with another 1-2. Yeah, he winning this round right now. I think that'll be 1-1. Ooh, that's a good 1-2 by Oku. He's still being aggressive, but he getting countered. Throws a good right hand. Good left hand by AB to the body. Yeah, Oku's still being aggressive. I think he gonna lose his round though. Oh, AB with another left hand. Yeah, he lost that round. Yeah, he looked a lot better. AB used a lot of energy in that round. He used a lot of energy. It's only the third round. If he get tired later in the fight, we know why. Yeah, both of they. I don't know why all the guys that's fighting tonight, all their shorts look the same color. If you didn't know who these guys were, it'll be hard to figure out which fighter is which. In the third round, yeah, they be using his feet a lot in this fight. He moving a lot more in this round already. Good left hand. Another left hand by AB. Uncle with a 1-2. Yeah, they starting to box now. They getting to it. They was just punching in the first round. Now they starting to. AB with a good 1-2. Yeah, this referee don't have to do no work. He hasn't have to. He hasn't jumped between them or stopped them yet. I don't think. The whole time they've been boxing, as far as I've seen. Good 1-2 by Oka. Yeah, AB he moving around a lot, but he not throwing that many punches in this round. Oh, he using it. He being accurate with the ones he's throwing though. Good 1-2. Yeah, AB landed some good shots. Oh, now he's starting to let his hands go for real. He's landing about 10 punches now. Yeah, he's not moving that much no more in this round. Clashing head. Yeah, AB doing a good job moving. Yeah. Yeah, Oku getting countered bad. Ooh, hard left hand. If AB let his hand, if he let that left hand go like that a few times, he probably can drop him. Ooh, another left hand by AB. Yeah, Oku still coming forward though, walking through everything. That dude walking through everything though. I don't know. This is a close round right here. You could say Oku won that round. I don't know. AB was countering him bad. That was really a 50-50 round. It's hard to tell. I mean, I would say Oku the only reason because he did more most of the fight. I mean, most of the round. But yeah, that's a hard round to score right there. I don't know why AB be having bad body language though. He look like he's tired. I don't think he that tired, but you know, he look. Yeah, because we only in the fourth round. This is a 10 round fight though. They got the rounds all over the place. Last fight was 12 rounds. Yeah, Oku, he's walking forward, but that jab ain't gonna do the job, bro. He can counter a lot. Now AB starting to throw that jab a lot more now. 1, 2. They keep AB keep clapping. Um, but hitting head, keep lunging forward with his head go. It's gonna end up getting a cut. Yeah, Oku still coming forward jabbing though. Ooh, Oku caught him with a good jab on the chin. Ooh, AB with a good 1, 2. Good 1, 2. Ooh, Oku with a good 1, 2. Yeah, if Oku go, if he start countering AB, he'll be on point. If he start doing that a lot more, he'll win. AB catching him though. He moving, but he's standing right there. Good left hook by Oku. Oku need to throw that right hand a lot more. I mean, the jab is good, but AB throwing everything right now. He jabbing him. Ooh, good left hand by AB. Right hook. Yeah, he moving around good right now. Ooh, AB with another left hand. Yeah, Oku, he keep chasing for no reason. Ooh, yeah, AB landed some good left hand. That was a good uppercut by Oku though. Yeah, he need to put. He got some good punches. He not mixing it up as much. And he just running into shots for no reason. To be honest with you, he could just set this up instead of running certain shots. He got a good uppercut. That's a knockout punch for him. Especially if AB keep leaning over like that. Man, throw an uppercut, man. AB he's being first in this round right now. Let's see if Oku can counter him. His hands look a little slow right now. He can't keep up. AB already have better footwork. Now he's starting to jab a lot better. Good 1, 2 by AB. Yeah, he's playing with him right now in this round. Oku caught him with a right hand, but AB come back with a 1, 2. Another 1, 2 with the left hand. Oku throws two right hands. Well, like he getting desperate right now. AB counter. Every time he throw a shot, he counter with a jab. Good one too by AB. Oku still got him in the corner though. Ooh, Oku catching with a hard left hook. I think he ran into that shot too. AB got a still ran into a shot. Yeah, Oku doing a good job with that jab though. Got to give it to him. He's sticking to it. Yeah, AB's counterpunching well though. Hands is fast too. Another left hand. Two left hands in a row. Oku throwing some combinations now. He's starting to take some chances. AB was some good uppercut by Oku again. He needs to start throwing that uppercut, man. AB felt Oku need to start throwing more uppercuts and right hands. Big left hook they could have landed. He need to throw. Yeah, if he mix it up, he'll win. Oh, good right hand by Oku. Caught AB with a right hand. He tried to throw a straight left. Oh, that was a close round, man. At this point, it's so back and forth. It's hard to even score this. I think AB is winning, but as far as in a couple of rounds, I can see it being a lot more even. Yeah, he ain't gonna clash no heads no more with that uppercut. He moving around a lot though. He not breathing hard, so I don't think. So he look like he in great shape to be honest with you. AB does. I think Oku is too, cause he's still cutting out the ring the whole time. Yeah, they trade some hard shots right now. AB sticking to that left hand. Yeah, I don't know what Oku was doing. Good jab by AB. Yeah, he look like he want this fight a little bit more. Just on what I'm saying. Cause he mixing it up the whole time. And, look, Oku, he's taking too much time off before he's throwing shots. Oku, he throwing a lot of combinations right now, though. He's starting to put that pressure on AB. Ooh, AB with an uppercut. Hard uppercut, too. Left hook by Oku. A leaping left hook. Hard right hand by Oku. Another right hand. Double jab. Another jab by Oku. Yeah, he cutting there. Ooh, good right hand by Oku. AB caught him with the left hand. Good 1-2 by Oku. Jab. AB throws the left hand. Another left hand to the body. Ooh, another that was a jab by AB. Two left hands. Left hook. They be throwing that left hand. Yeah, every time Oku tries to press a lot more, AB starts to respond. Good uppercut by AB. Double jab. Good jab to the body. Oh, them body shots he's taking right now. Hurting them to the body. Oh, left hand down the middle. Yeah, he hurting them to the body. He don't like the body shot. That's the end of the round. That was a good round. Yeah, that was a very good round. This dude Oku, he trying hard, but AB catching him with some hard shots. He got some good footwork too. Yeah, that left hook Oku landed was good. Yeah, that's what the coach telling him. Throw another left hook. Yeah, he needs to. That was a good left hook. Yeah, he telling him let his hands go. Yeah, exactly. Throw some combinations. Yeah, Oku got a good coach. Like he tell him everything he need to tell him. More combinations and throw that left hook. Yeah, that left hook was amazing. But I don't know. I think he lost that last round. It was close. Like I said, it's a close fight. We're in the seventh round right now. AB moving around the ring. Good jab. Circling the ring. Still he moving around a lot, but he's still like standing there. He's not moving back a lot. If he does move back, he's gonna step right back to you. So yeah, it's not like he's not there to be hit. Cause he countering every time. And he's being first, so he's not waiting the whole time to counter. So yeah, Oku got some opportunities. Land the right hand. Good jab by Oku. Oh, AB with a good left hand. Throws a four punch combination. Oh, good right hand by Oku. I'm gonna drop AB. Another right hand by Oku. I'm gonna drop AB. Another a left hook by Oku. I told you, Oku can get this dude up out of here if he let them hands go. Oku got AB hurt right now with a right hand. AB is grabbing Oku. He haven't grabbed Oku the whole fight. He's clinching. He's clinching. He hurt. AB has not clinched the whole fight. We in the seventh round right now. He hurt by that right hand. Oh, he throws a hard left hand. He's in survival mode right now. Oh, another hard left hand. AB throwing his hand. He letting his hands go, throwing some hard punches. He hurt right now. I think Oku, he knows it. Oh, he looking for the referee to save him right now. AB waiting on the referee to jump in. This dude stopped. He just dropped his hands and waited for the referee to walk in when they clash heads. Usually in a fight, you got to keep going. Yeah, he's hurting this fight. I mean, this round. Good right hook by AB. Left hook. Now Oku, he gassed out now. Yeah, Oku gassed out. Ooh, AB with a good uppercut. Yeah, he's starting to, yeah, Oku getting blasted right now. AB throwing some hard left hands. He had him hurting everything. Oku throwing that hard right hand. Yeah, these shots that Oku landed, I don't know. You still got to give Oku that round though, man. I don't know. That might sound crazy, but he almost got him out of there. That man has not been clinching the whole fight. He has not clinched the whole fight. He almost got her out of there. Boom. See, ESPN showing it right now. Boom. He was hurt. He got a chin though, because he definitely did not budge. He was hurt though. Yeah, that was the first time he clinched, especially that many times in the fight. He went to immediately holding. That's how you know he was hurt. He's been moving and punching the whole fight. So for him to be clinching after that big shot, yeah, he was hurt. He's on the move right now. I feel like he recovered though. He's good. From what I seen in the last round. Yeah, Oku got to come out here and he got to take this round if he want to win the eighth round. Oku throwing a good right hand. He's not even trying to jab anymore. He's gotten away from that. So yeah, Oku looking for that right hand. I think AB knows it, so he's jabbing a lot more now. I think AB is a lot more conservative right now. He's not taking any chances like he was early in the fight. Oku got to be a little more aggressive right now. Good right hand to the body by Oku. AB with a good 1-2, left hand to the body. Oku with a big right hand, another right hand, left hook, another left hook. Oku with a 1-2, a jab by AB, straight left, misses with another left. He lands another left upstairs. I don't know. Oku trying to land a big right hand, miss. Big left hand to the body by AB. 1-2. Throws a right hook. Yeah, it's a lot of movement in this round. Ooh, good left hand by AB. Ooh, good right hand by Oku. Yeah, AB, man, he doing a lot more right now. Yeah, he doing a lot more right now. He like barely squeaking by with some of these rounds, but yeah, he doing a lot more. Every round. Yeah, he's starting to, he really outboxing him, man. To be honest with you. Even though it's close, he really outboxing. Now, 10 round fight. Good right hand down the middle by uh Oku. AB just sliding back, throwing left hand now. Oku's doing a lot of feigning, but not punching a lot. I think at this point he needs to start letting his hands go. I don't think he's doing too much thinking right now. Then AB's slowed all the way down. He needs to take advantage of it. Yeah, AB's not trying to punch back right now, so yeah, Oku needs to score in this round though. He need to finish strong. Oh, good left hand by AB. Yeah, Oku, man, he waiting on AB to make the first move now. He done got countered so many times. He's scared to throw a shot now. Yeah, he needs to let his hands go, man. He's hurting him when he throws a lot of punches, but up everything. At this point, it's past setting it up, man. Just let your hands go. Thinking too much. Yeah, AB starts to grab him as you throw 1-2. Oh, good left hand by AB. Yeah, that's a good combination to the body by AB. Good 1-2. Yeah, AB finished that round strong, man. Yeah, Oku, man, he's taking a lot of shots to the. It's the last round too. At this point, I'd be surprised if he won this fight. Yeah, that last round, he let that go. That was kind of it in my mind. He could win this one, but I don't think it's enough. We'll see though. In the 10th round right now. Yeah. Well, AB throws the first punch. Then Oku comes back with two right hands. I don't know why the referee just jumped in. I don't know if they clash heads again or what. AB with two right hooks. Oku throws a big left hook and another one. Throwing some hard left hooks. Yeah, he trying to go for it right now, but not landing. AB with a big right hook. Oku not landing at all. He just throwing big punches and missing right now. Ooh, Those are 1-2 and gets caught with a left hand. Another left hand. Yeah, he's throwing some hard left hand. AB throwing some hard left hooks. Try to throw a right hand, lands to the body. Throws one upstairs. Throws a 1-2. Oh, good left hook. Good jab by Oku. But AB come out with a jab. They're both missing right now. Landing a couple of shots, but Oku lands an uppercut. Throws a big right hand, lands it too. Yeah, I think that's it though. In and around. Dude, Oku ain't want to take no chances in this fight. What's up, J man? What's going on? Bro said early in the AM. Yeah, this is crazy. It's early, ain't it? Then the fight ain't started yet. We like two fights away. Well, one fight away now. We got one more fight. Yeah, I thought they would have been close to the fight by now. Usually, we'll be at the main event already, but they got a 12-round fight, 10-round fight. That's why it's taking so long. Yeah, this gonna be a good fight though. Yeah, it's early in the AM. It's on the East Coast. It's already 6 a.m. I don't know. It's gonna be a lot of people like, hey, they better have this fight start before it get close to what 8 a.m. Yeah, they need to speed this up. A lot of people gonna leave home before the fight start. Yeah, AB definitely won that fight. The ref already knew. Yeah, man, he should have let his hands go a little bit more. He almost got old boy up out of there. He was shook too. Yeah, he was moving a lot, but he was beating the brakes off of him. Is that a knot on his head? Oh, that is a knot on his head. Yeah, they got to speed this one up though. These been some good fights though. These aren't boring. I will give him credit for that. Yeah, Norman ready, man. We gotta see a knockout, man, in Japan. Especially if they talking about this Haney fight being possibly next. Yeah, they've been talking crazy since that Fulton fight. That's probably why they think this can be an upset. I ain't thinking that until just now, but that's why they've been talking crazy. A lot of people say it's gonna be an upset. He said you gotta restore order. That sounds like something I would have said. He said restore order. Yeah, that's why they've been talking crazy. I ain't even thinking about that. Yeah, we had a couple of Americans go over there, but the last one was definitely Stephen Fulton who got upset like that. Well, that wasn't no upset, it was in a way, but they act like it was an upset. Yeah, the dude Avy was landing some hard shots. I forgot who he lost to recently. The last person he lost to beat the brakes off of him. What was that he lost to? Um, oh yeah, Lopez. Yeah, Lopez fought him last year. Yeah, that's who that was. Yeah, Norman got to go in there and make a statement, man. I forgot about that. I want to see what Sasaki looked like against Norman at 47. He looked strong his last fight. We gotta see. He's still young too, so yeah, we gotta see what he look like in this fight. Let's see what's coming up next. I don't know why I know about these fights, but the co-main event. Hold on, I gotta see what the next fight is. I forgot what was next. It should be the. Nah, they just skipped to the Norman fight next. That'll be the move. Yeah, that dude Avy, he got a. Trying to see if his head just shaped like that, or is that a knot? Yeah, he got a knot on his head. Dude was clashing heads like that, like he's playing football. That's why the referee kept jumping in. Yeah, he boxed good in that fight though. And that dude was undefeated. The one he just beat. So he gave the guy his first loss. Yeah, he should have stepped to him. I don't know who be making their shorts, but they be going in though. I will say that. I'll give them credit for that one. People that make the shorts. Oh, okay, the crowd's starting to fill in now. I was wondering what was going on early, but we wasn't close to the main event yet. Oh yeah, Tanaka next. That's a 12 round fight. Yeah, that's why these fights taking so long. You know, you usually don't have that many 3 12 round fights on the same card, but if it's a championship fight, that's what it is. I don't know why the last one was 10. If that was the case. That dude had like 15 people in his locker room. Dang, how many people he got on his team? They went away fast. I hope they go back to his locker room. That dude like he had the mob in his locker room. What's going on, Jay? He said, he said he know about them cuffy threads. We heard about that designer threads. We heard about that. They definitely got the plug. Uh, I wonder if this Tanaka little brother or something, his cousin, the other Tanaka. I don't know. He kind of look like him. It might be cousins or something. Just look like him without facial hair. Yeah, that's crazy. 12 round fight, man. It's finna be a long. I know it's dudes that's going to work this morning. Like, man, they could have started the fight already. Yeah, sun is definitely coming out now. Let y'all know that right now. It's a bad sign. It's the summer, so the sun comes out earlier. But yeah, they starting to move fast now. Yeah, they setups over there be on point though. They arenas and they walkouts, they lights. Yeah, they be have some good settings for they fights. Ring walks too. Yeah, we gotta see Norman go out here and make a statement, man. This dude Sasaki, he can go out here and ruin things. The dude be fighting like Canelo too. Y'all will see. That's the only way he know how to fight. He can mix it up, but he fight basically like Canelo. Yeah, man. What they bow to the ring. I ain't never seen that. He got a whole robe on. I ain't never seen one of those before. That's like some Blade wore. Y'all remember that coat Blade had? He got a coat on like Blade. I ain't never seen one of those at Boston. It's like a whole trench coat. Yeah, them lights and stuff in the entrances be crazy. And these be different spots every time. Yeah, Vegas got an upgrade. Yeah, we gonna see what these dudes do in the ring, man. That dude Tanaka only got 3 fights and 3 knockouts. So this should be real quick. Yeah, they gonna make this quick. They should get him out of there. First 3 rounds. Yeah, he should get him out of there first 3 rounds. I ain't making no prediction, but we're going with that right now. Oh yeah, they moving fast now. Yeah, I know I wasn't tripping. I'm like, hey, they look like they behind right now. They probably didn't expect every fight to go 12 rounds like it did, but yeah, they moving fast. It look like they in fast forward the way they moving. They doing the announcements quick and everything. What weight class is this? Tanaka look huge. It's 46. Oh, okay. Still look big for I'm at 47. Still look big. Oh yeah, he 5'5". Okay. I'm about to say this dude look huge. If he's like 5'10" or something, I'm about to say, I was like, this dude's the biggest 47 I done seen. Oh, he 5'5". Okay. So he about tank height. Dang, he about tank height fighting at 47. That's crazy. Well, they said tank 5'4". Well, he about Roach height then. I don't know, right? Roach the same height as Tank, ain't he? Yeah, Tanaka look strong, bro. I'm like, hold on, is he 5'10"? I was about to say, if Tanaka is 5'10", this dude is the next Canelo. But he 5'5" though. He about Lamont Roach height. Yeah, I was about to say, Jay, man, I was like, hold on. No, I'm not tripping. I ain't do before. He been knockout. First 3 rounds. Yeah, I ain't never seen him fight before. He on the co-main event with 3 fights. He gotta be a problem. That's unheard of. Yeah, co-main event with 3 fights is crazy. He got to be a problem. That Goku motivation. He said that Goku motivation. That is true though. I know what you're talking about. We got some short arms though. Yeah, if he was taller, I was like, whoa, this dude's a big 147, man. Yeah, he's 24. Yeah, 3-0. 3 fights on co-main event is crazy. Yeah, that's crazy. And on top rank card, yeah, he got to go out here and get a stoppage. This dude Tanaka though, he a lot better than his record says. 3 fights is crazy. Yeah, Tanaka let them hands go, but man, he got them short arms. Yeah, he trying to get Buddy up out of there. Kobata's he letting them hands go though. This dude Kobata, he is in survival mode. Yeah, he letting his hands go. It's good uppercuts too. Oh, good left hook. Yeah, this dude Tanaka, man, he taking too many shots in his first round though, trying to get this stoppage. He got some power though. I could tell he been watching some Tank. I will say that. Yeah, he taking a lot of punches though. He do that against the right person, he going to sleep. Yeah, he got some short arms though. That's gonna be a problem. Ooh, Tanaka throwing some hard left hooks though. That dude Kobata, man, he pretty good though. Them body shots he throwing, it's like he's stabbing. Tanaka just throwing that left hook though, pushing him right into the corner. Oh, good right hand by Tanaka. See Tanaka he trying to move like Tank right now. Trying to walk through some shots and get a knockout, but it ain't gonna work like this, man. He is hurting the guy. Oh, good uppercut. Now that'll work. Yeah, Kavada's he letting his hands go the whole time though. I definitely gotta respect that. He's not balling up. Go the whole time. Hard right hands. Tanaka on some combination down. Man, look at Tanaka. Told you that dude Tanaka want to fight like this. If I'm this dude Kavada, I'm getting off the ropes. Ooh, good left hook. He just got hit. Ooh, he got hit with a hard shot. Oh, hard right hand. This dude Tanaka trying to get him up out of there this round. Hard left hand. Hold on, that dude jaw swollen or? Oh, maybe he just. Yeah, he's taking a lot of shots. He can't fight like this the whole time. But he was letting them hands go though. That dude Kavada letting them hands go. But I don't think he fight like this all the time. Gotta get out the ropes. Yeah, that dude Tanaka was getting caught. But this is only his third fight, so he trying to make something happen right now. They definitely active right now. They letting them hands go right now. I was trying to figure out why they was co-main event. I was like, I'm gonna figure it out soon. I know why. Ooh, Tanaka with a good left hook. Yeah, I'm gonna tell everybody. All right, Tanaka fights because you know a lot of people think Tank and Canelo fight the same, but this dude Tanaka, he kind of fight. He fights more like Tank. When y'all see Jin Sasaki come out, he fight more like Canelo. Y'all will see the difference when he fight Norman. But yeah, this dude Tanaka fight like Tank. Ooh, good right hand. You see how he pushing them punches away on Kavada, pushing his arm away. Ooh, good. Yeah, he be watching Tank. Yeah, he be watching Tank. Good right hand by Tanaka. Yeah, he might as well watch Tank. He about the same size as him. That would be a good person to watch if you're the same size. That dude Kavada gotta get out the ropes though. He letting them hands go though. I gotta respect that. He letting them he letting them hands go the whole time. Oh, Tanaka catch him with a hard left hook. I ain't gonna lie, this dude Kobata a journeyman, man. This dude is a very good journeyman. I'm not gonna lie. I'm talking about this dude is a beast. Look at him throwing them combinations. Ooh, got eating hard left hook, still letting them hands go. Man, they getting their money's worth right now. Ooh, hard uppercut by Tanaka. Hey, this dude got a chin. I don't know how he got knocked down the third round before. He does not want to get knocked out again. He is getting hurt right now, though. He can't keep taking these shots. Oh, man, Tanaka. Ooh, Tanaka throwing some hard uppercuts. Man. Ooh, hard left hook. Hard right uppercut. Hard left hook. Oh, hard left uppercut. Man. Hey, man. This dude throwing some uppercuts, bro. After a while, they got to step in on this one. 100 more of these, he gonna be in bad shape. And he's still throwing. Man, I don't know if he can tough this one out. I don't know, dog. It look like it's 2 rounds minimum for that guy. He can't take nothing but 5 minutes more of that. Dang. That dude Tanaka was throwing some uppercuts, but hey, hey, I knew somebody was gonna say that. Hey, hey, Chris, his hands go like that. Yeah, he get beat down, man. He ain't backing down though. Hey, man, Chris funny. Shout out to Chris, man. Yeah, me either. He need to fight him like he did Quavers. I don't think I want to see no centillion type of fight in Japan. I would say that for the next fight. Yeah, exactly. They do be stacking. The way they punching right now. Yeah, Norman said he got something for that too. Jin Sasaki was kind of kind of hype yesterday in the weigh-in. Good left hook by Tanaka. Tanaka let them hands go right now. Yeah, they gonna have to do a doctor stoppage on this. This dude's chin is gonna hold up the whole fight. He told himself he not getting knocked out. Ooh, that dude Kobata just hit Tanaka with a left hook. I know Tanaka ain't just get hurt right now. Hold on. I know Tanaka ain't trying to walk that off right now, is he? Hey, he better be careful trying to walk through every shot. Oh, I think he just got knocked off balance. He trying to walk through every shot. Yeah, Norman don't need to be in a fight like this one. These guys ready to get in the. And Jin Sasaki, he fight like that too. Yeah, the referee like, nah, we good on that one. Referee like, you are not finna have me on the news tonight. Yeah, we gonna finish this right now. Yeah, he did rock him. He rocked him. Yeah, he got saved by the veil on that one. Yeah, I thought I saw that. I'm like, hold on, he got rocked just then. Yeah, he got rocked, man. I would have let him finish the round, though. I ain't gonna lie. I would have let him finish the round. Yeah, he got rocked twice. Yeah, he got rocked twice, man. He didn't get dropped though. Yeah, ref called it. Yeah. Yeah, he called it, man. They could have started the round before, but that last round after he rocked him, I would have kept it going. I said two more rounds before that. Before that last round started. I would have gave him two more rounds. Oh yeah, they moving fast. They moving fast. Yeah, they way behind. Yeah, they trying to hurry and get this fight started. All right, we got Brian Norman Jr. and Jin Sasaki coming up next. Yeah, that dude Tanaka at 47. I don't know. They might try to have him and Sasaki fight in the future. Oh, his. Oh, I'm about to say. I thought that was Tanaka for a minute. I'm about to say, hold on, he bleeding. Yeah, that dude let his hands go. That was a good fight. That's how you get remembered right there. That dude was on the ropes letting his hands go. Yeah, you gotta respect that. Yeah, they moving fast. I would say, shoot, this fight will probably be starting in 9 minutes, possibly. They haven't shown Norman warming up or nothing yet, so as far as I seen. I don't know what he said in Japanese, but that girl behind him almost cried. Oh yeah, he was getting rocked. Oh yeah, he almost got dropped, man. Yeah, that wasn't no off balance, nothing. Hey, respect the ESPN for showing that clip though. Oh man. That was a little early. I don't know. He was still letting them hands go. I understand he was pretty beat up, but might have to see a part two of that. Yeah, he might have to see him again. Yeah, that was a good scrap. He said, did you peep Tank's recent tweets these past few days? I could be wrong, but he seen he downed himself in the Roach rematch. Roach might be in his head for real. Yeah, I see the same thing. I know it's more so, I think he's talking the fight up because I think they're gonna do a press conference soon. I thought they was gonna do a press conference at least by like the 24th, something like that. But we'll see. I'm thinking he probably doing that because the press conference coming up too. Because you know the fight around the corner, but I don't know. I think he definitely in his head though. I agree with that. Cause to come out and say I'm feeling like myself again, it's like ah, I don't know what that means. Yeah, that was a bad stoppage when you look at it. He need a rematch. I know they probably trying to move fast right now, but he need a rematch. Yeah, blue dude almost got him up out of there. Do I think Sasaki can upset Norman? I mean, if it's that type of fight where he got a puncher's chance, if Norman take a lot of chances, yeah, but a good chance. I mean, everybody got a chance, but I don't think it's gonna happen. I don't think Norman gonna go out there fighting like that. I think it's gonna be a lot more technical and just rely on his jab. He's just gonna jab Sasaki most of the fight, and when he need to use the right hand, that's what he gonna do. But he gonna pressure him and try to walk through him. Not like walk through and walk him down, but he gonna stand his ground and he gonna try to make him fold with the jab. Cause I don't think Sasaki can go jab for jab with Norman, so I think that's where he lose the battle at right there. Yeah, I was gonna talk about that too, Chris. We gonna talk about that. I might talk about that today, later on today. I'm gonna talk about that later on. I'm gonna do a live on it. If it's not later on, it'll be tonight. But yeah, that's a good topic to talk about. I definitely think he got some doubt in his mind. I definitely think so. Because when he first started tweeting again, he wasn't really tweeting about anything about the fight, and then all of a sudden he just started bringing up the fight out of nowhere. People wasn't really asking him about the fight or that much, so for him to just come out talking about it, yeah, he's definitely thinking about it. You don't see Roach running around saying, "Yeah, man, when that rematch start, I'm gonna make sure that y'all know it's a knee." Roach should be the one that's talking like that if you really think about it. But in Roach's mind, he like, bro, I already know what I did. But in Tank's mind, it's like, I gotta go out there and right my wrong. So the pressure is really on him. Cause really Roach already know how to go 12 rounds with Tank now. And they didn't start really letting their hands go until about the eighth, ninth round. That's when it really started to get. So I think the next fight might start off like that. Like the eighth or ninth round. I don't think Tank gonna try to wait. He's a late he starts late. Even though you know, the last fight they didn't really do much early on, so he starts late. So if he can start early, that'll be good. But yeah, I definitely think the pressure is on him. It definitely is. Because the more you think about it, people not really talking about what Roach should be doing the next fight. And I think that's what's making things worse. I haven't heard anybody, and anybody could tell me if I'm wrong, but I haven't heard anybody say what Roach should do the next fight. Everybody know what time it is. That's why it's like, man, everybody ain't gonna say it, but he better get that knockout. It's not gonna look good going 12 rounds again. Cause I think Roach can go 12 rounds again and earn the fight. If you score the fight a certain way, it can definitely go towards him. And then we can figure out who's better in rematches too. That dude Tanaka got some hands, boy. I ain't gonna lie, he went out there and let his hands go. Whoever told him, hey man, put on the show. And the other guy he was fighting too. Kobata, that dude, that's one of the best guys I seen with 8 losses. Who he lost to? Yeah, I'm not gonna lie though, man. If you wake That's the only reason I used to wake up early to watch these fights. I'm like, man, they be letting their hands go. I wake up early and watch these. Because I think the rematch is gonna be action packed with both guys being more aggressive. In the offense, I can see Tank getting overly aggressive though, trying to prove a point and get stopped. Wow. I kind I kinda agree with that. But man, I ain't really thought about it that much yet, to be real, but I ain't gonna lie, I kinda agree with that. I thought if Roach would have pressed the gas a little earlier, even more, it could have happened. Yeah, if I was Roach, I would have tried to press the gas even more. I don't think Tank used a lot of energy early in the fight too. If I was Roach, I'm trying to get Tank to use a lot of energy more in the next fight. And Tank gonna come out aggressive. So if you Roach, you gotta use that to your advantage too. Oh, the fight is starting right now. Yeah, Cable's the fight starting right now. It ain't literally starting right now, but they're gonna do the ring walk. It's coming up next. Yeah, Jin Sasaki, man, he a good fighter. I know he been. I think. Let me see. I know he been at 47 for a while now. He not a small dude, and he only 23, so he not like super old or nothing. He 23. He already fought Hiroka. That's who he lost to. That was 4 years ago. So he was only 19 when he fought Hiroka. And if anybody know anything about Hiroka, he be getting dudes up out of there. That dude Hiroka probably, bro. That dude punch harder than a lot of dudes. He punched like Gary Antoine Russell. Yeah, we're gonna see what Norman does in this fight though. He switched it up a couple of times recently. People don't think that he can switch it up as far as his style, but he can switch it up with his style. The pressure definitely gonna be on Jin Sasaki. Yeah, Jin Sasaki got a good jab though. I don't think he'll be trying to use it a lot, but especially in this fight, I don't think he got the speed to make that happen. But we'll see, man. And dude only 23 too. So I don't know how good he's actually got since his last few fights, but I always knew, okay, he got a loss. But he only 23 though. And then he's fighting Norman right now. It makes a lot of sense. I wasn't too, worried about him getting stopped before. You fight some of the hardest punchers in boxing at 19. It's actually a good thing. So yeah, he got experience, especially getting hit by power punches. So we're gonna see how well he can take these shots from Norman. I just want to see what his strategy is gonna be. I think he'll do a lot of waiting, feigning. I think Sasaki gonna try to jab a little bit early. That don't work. Gonna try to move, set up some shots with the right hand, some hooks. Seeing if Norman can move lateral and try to set him up, throw some hooks. It's that people overlook Norman's boxing skills. He ain't just a power puncher that just marches forward, kick or box for real. And if he wins in that Haney verse, Norman is the fight to make. I got Norman in that. I'm not gonna lie, bro. That is a 50-50 fight, man. In my mind. Norman is a threat. He really is. People don't understand. He's young, hungry. He's trying to fight a lot of guys right now. A lot of people believe in what he has going on because a lot of guys at his age aren't really moving like this. This is kind of like because I think Norman because around the time the TO beat Lomachenko, that's around kind of like the same time that Norman got his belt. And Norman is like directly going into certain fights or trying to set them up with like Ennis and Haney. He's not like everybody else's age. I think a lot of people think he's the same age as T.O. and Ennis and Shakur Stevenson, but no, he's like around. He's younger than Bam, so yeah, the dude a threat, man. He's still learning. A lot of guys around his age are still prospects. So he's actually catching up to a lot of people that was already ahead of him or, you know, that's already doing things. We already had guys at 47 that was already doing a lot of different things. That dude Centillion, I think him beating Centillion was a huge upset that people don't understand. Centillion was beating everybody. He beat Rocha like Rocha was a bum, and Rocha's a beast. I don't think people understand that, but Centillion was beating everybody at 47. That dude was like 32-0. It just stopped Rocha. And Norman, he was supposed to lose that fight. So he's really technically the biggest surprise in boxing. An even bigger surprise than what people would think Daniel Dubois is. And people think Daniel Dubois is not a good boxer, but you see how he went out there and he was able to box against Anthony Joshua. So I think Norman gonna be that same type of surprise to a lot of people. But yeah, if you go back to his last fight, he was jabbing, moving. He was good in that fight. Dang, them Air Force Ones that dude got on hard. The black and white ones. Yeah, that's some hard for ones right there. Man, he got the plug for real. Yeah, they about to do the ring walk right now. But yeah, to be honest with you, the best matchup in boxing, if you look at it, is Norman versus Haney. That's the toughest matchup I can actually think about for a guy like Haney. For Haney to take that fight, a lot of guys ain't trying to fight Norman right now. I think a lot of people know that. He's young, dangerous. Yeah, they ain't trying to make that happen. He's not getting called out by a lot of people too, so the Haney fight is basically the only one to make. And that'll be an old school fight too. Yeah, Centillion, I want everybody to understand. Keep an eye on Centillion the next 9 months. That dude Centillion, he gonna end up upsetting somebody. I don't think a lot of people can beat him at 47. Yeah, I would definitely, cause the guy that Norman fought that people said was a horrible fight, Quentin Randall, he just beat Boca Chica and he looked completely different against Boca Chica. If you look at him in the fight against Norman, then you look at the fight he had against Boca Chica, he looked like an all-star against Boca Chica, but against Norman, he looked bad. So that lets you know that, yeah, a lot of guys can't really box with him. Even guys who box. All right, the fight starting right now. About to do the ring walk. Jin Sasaki's about to come out right now. Yeah, if y'all never seen his you know, his costumes or his outfits before you walk out, dude be having on some wild stuff, man. Yeah, I said whoever make that stuff be going crazy. They make this stuff over here look basic. Yeah, that's crazy. Dude got the fur on the outfit. Sometimes I be looking at people outfits like, man, y'all gotta get like these guys in Japan. They be dressing like they pay-per-view star. Yeah, me too, man. I was hoping that would have happened. Yeah, I know. I seen they posted that he was at the fight. I seen that. Yeah, I ain't know that. I ain't know he been in Japan. You know, it's the summertime. A lot of people on vacation. I ain't know he was in Japan though. That's crazy. I wonder how long he been there. Like a couple of weeks, a month. So he was setting up to be there already. That's crazy. Yeah, but Haney want all the smoke though. I think people starting to realize that now, but that's the guy that's gonna make all the fights happen at this point. He's searching for everybody. But yeah, that's a statement fight though. Him and Norman put this fight together next. That'll be a statement fight. We gotta see what Sasaki does in this matchup. But yeah, Centillion, if he returns and gets an upset, that's gonna make Norman resume look good. But yeah, I noticed a lot of people haven't been calling him out for a fight or trying to match up with him. You can make a statement like that knocking out Norman's ex opponent. But if you struggle with him, it's gonna look bad. Yeah, so I wouldn't be surprised that dude be in another fight, big fight soon. Just off what I seen. All right, all right. Shout out to J Man, man. What's going on from Japan? I ain't got my translator up today, but shout out to you, man. I usually be having my words up. What's hello in Japanese? Ni hao? Or is that Chinese? No, it's definitely not ni hao. Oh, konnichiwa, my bad. I'm tripping, my bad, y'all. Yeah, I know what konnichiwa is. Chris, Chris a trip. Yeah, they be going crazy with that. Bro got the, we only say that in certain cases, like when Fulton had the Timberlands, and it got to be certain circumstances we never seen something before. But yeah, they be going crazy. Yeah, konnichiwa to everybody out there. Yeah, Sasaki, bro, he be acting like I was like, this dude act like he Canelo, man. You wouldn't know who that guy is, but you'll be like, man, who is this? When I first seen him, I thought he was like 30 with like 30 fights. Like this dude like 19, 20. But yeah, he be jumping the ring with everybody though. I definitely seen that. I'm not surprised that he fighting Norman. So anything can happen. But yeah, I definitely got Norman going out here and stopping him mid to late rounds. Could happen early. It definitely could happen early though. But yeah, I think Norman is a lot smarter than people realize. So he actually not gonna go out here and try to look for a knockout early. If it comes, but yeah, I don't think he's gonna try to press for it. That dude Jin Sasaki, he gonna let his hands go though. Still fighting in front of his home crowd. So yeah, he definitely still got some pressure on himself to make something happen though. He can't go out here and lose the first 2 or 3 rounds. Yeah, this gonna be a good fight though. I think this gonna be an action packed fight. Yeah, he ain't lie about that one. It be going crazy. Oh, the fight now. It's starting now. It's starting now. Mark. Yeah, Chris ain't lying. The fight starting now. If I do the ring announcements, but yeah, it's about to start. You know what I mean. Once they do the ring announcements, yeah, that's starting to me. But yeah, they about to have Brian Norman Jr. walk out next. Got Jin Sasaki. He's standing on the ropes before the fight. Jin being so extra right now. Standing on the ropes before the fight. Before the last person I seen do that was The Rock. I would like to see Sasaki fight that Tanaka do in the future though. That'll be a good fight. Yeah, got Brian Norman making his ring walk right now. He definitely locked in. Yeah, he gonna try to make a statement in this one. As each fight go by though, he getting better. I'm not gonna lie. Like the more he gets more attention and the more pressure that he gets, and fans tuning in. Cause even the last guy, Quavers, he stopped. That guy was pretty good. That guy was pretty good. If you go back and look at that fight, the guy was throwing some decent punches. Just Norman a problem right now. Yeah, Jin Sasaki, he usually look bigger than this for some reason. Yeah, he usually look bigger than this. I don't think he's small, but I don't think he's bigger than Norman either. Yeah, what y'all got as far as predictions? What we looking at? Knockout, early, late? I couldn't even hear. He came out to that TI. I ain't even surprised. We know what that means. If it was Rubber Band, man, that's crazy. He came out to that old TI. That's what's up. Yeah, this gonna be a statement right here, though. I don't know if Bob always at every fight, but I know he had this one. They got Inouye them ringside. Yeah, man. Sasaki, he go out here and have a good performance. That'll be good for his career. So he can make something happen even in a loss. He definitely got the pressure on him though. Is he gonna fight like it? I don't know. We gonna see. He asked for the fight though. When you ask for a fight like this, you definitely got to show up. But one thing I have seen from him is he's a hard puncher though. He is a hard puncher. Fight starting right now. Got the ring announcer still doing, but gonna announce the fighters and then they're gonna start the fight. Yeah, I seen some people saying Norman looked drained yesterday. I don't know. Him and Sasaki, they're not the same exact size, but they close to the same size they was yesterday. Yeah, I definitely don't think he was drained. They see anybody get on the scale now, they say they look drained. Like, nah, he's definitely not drained. But yeah, he can go straight into another fight with a big name if Sasaki can get an upset. He win this fight, he gonna get a big name immediately. There's gonna be a lot of people calling him to fight. But yeah, Norman, he came to show up though, man. This dude is the real deal. I forgot who I can thought he fought like, but had a comparison, but I think I forgot about it. But right now it's kinda hard to tell, man. He moving like Roy Jones, to be honest with you. Cause he want all the smoke. I don't know who he fight like, but I know who he moving like. Yeah, he's gonna make a statement in this one. We in June right now. I think a fight with him and Haney would be too big to put on a co-main event on anybody else's card. They'll have to pay crazy money. I think that fight too big to be a co-main event, even on Canelo Crawford. But it's possible, depending on what happened. But that's probably a fight they'll do on their own if that could happen. You gotta see with Sasaki though. He make this statement, this will change everything. He can ruin the plans right now. Yeah, the first round gonna tell a lot though. Is he gonna come out boxing or? Yeah, we're gonna see. Norman has longer arms. Yeah, that jab gonna be very important in this fight, so that's gonna matter. We in the first round right now. Jin Sasaki throws a big right hand, left hook. As I said, he's throwing those hooks. Norman throws a quick right hand, looking for a quick jab. Sasaki with a quick jab to the body. Norman responds with a jab. Another jab by Norman and Sasaki. A lot of quick feints. Ooh, left hand by Norman drops Sasaki immediately with the first left hook he throws. The first punch that Norman throws, he drops Sasaki. Catches him on top of the head. He has electricity in his punches, bro. First round, Norman already drops Sasaki with the first left hook he throws. The man power is insane. Insane. Looks for a 1-2. Sasaki on the bike right now. Norman catches him with a hard right. Oh, Norman catches Sasaki with a hard right hand upstairs and drops him again. Oh, man. Sasaki looking around like, whoa, what is going on? He already got dropped. He got dropped twice in the first round already. Sasaki's looking around, looking for an answer. Oh, hard right hook by Norman. Sasaki comes back with a left hook. Sasaki throwing some hard shots, but he can't stay up. He's getting caught with these shots off balance, and Norman is hitting them some hard shots. Norman looking for the one more big shot to put Sasaki down so he won't get up again. Norman with a quick right hand. Sasaki still coming back with that left hook, though. Sasaki pressuring now with a jab. Sasaki has Norman on the ropes. He's eating the left hooks. Sasaki eats the left hook as he throws the left hook. Throws the right hand upstairs. Sasaki's trying to show what he has. 2 left hooks by Sasaki. Sasaki throwing 5 left hooks in a row. Sasaki trying to get in Canelo mode. Coming out. Y'all see the Canelo style coming out. Y'all see it. Left hand to the body. Uppercut by Norman. Norman with a big right hand upstairs. Big left hook by Norman hurts Sasaki. Sasaki got hurt bad. He's walking it off. Big right hand by Norman upstairs. Oh, big left hook upstairs by Norman. Woo! Norman throwing some heat. I told everybody, this guy is a dangerous fighter. This dude is the real deal. This dude is the real deal. I'm telling y'all. This dude is the real deal. I'm telling you. I'm telling you, this dude is not just talk. Oh, he had already had Sasaki hurt from the first punch. Boom. Man, as soon as he hit him with that right hand, it was over with. That left hook was on point, though. Yeah, Norman's a beast right now, man. We in the second round. Norman is looking unstoppable right now. And the dude, look how patient he is. Norman's not even trying to go out there and seek and destroy. Sasaki is the one being aggressive. Sasaki is, hey, he not going out without a fight, though. Gotta respect it. He's eating a lot of these shots right now. Sasaki taunting Norman now. Tell him, come on, come on. After getting dropped twice, so we got to see. Sasaki feeling better about himself right now. Oh, Norman hits him with a hard right hand on the temple. Oh, Sasaki legs almost went out. Double jab, right hand by Norman. Oh, Sasaki caught him with a good right hand. Sasaki caught Norman with a good right hand, but Norman ate the shot though. Norman took a chance. He's looking to stop Sasaki, throwing some hard left hooks, right hand by Norman. Sasaki coming back with a left hook. They traded some hard haymakers right now. Sasaki is doing a good job of rolling a lot of these shots right now. Norman definitely loading up on some shots. Sasaki telling him, come on. Norman jabbing. Sasaki throws a hard right 1-2 with a hard left hook. Sasaki got power now, I'm telling y'all. He got some power. He definitely got some power. He might I know he got dropped twice already, but he got enough power to sit there and trade. I'll say that. Good right hand by Norman. Double jab by Norman. Another double jab. It's an action-packed fight right here. Oh, hard right hand by Norman. Good jab by Norman. Sasaki with a jab to the body. Sasaki with a 1-2 hard left hook by Sasaki. Good jab, another jab by Norman. Norman's backed into the corner by Sasaki. Sasaki with a hard left hook, another left hook by Sasaki, and Norman gets out of the corner. Norman throws a right hand, a good 1-2 by Norman. He's trading power shots with Sasaki right now. Hard 1-2 by Sasaki. By Norman. Sasaki with a hard left hook to the body. Another left hook to the body. Left hook upstairs. Another left hook by Sasaki. Norman throws left hook. Another left hook. Sasaki throws a combination. 1-2 by Sasaki. Norman trades with a left hook. Another left hook by Norman. Man. Told y'all Sasaki, he got dropped twice, but he gonna give you a show. Yeah, Norman got that power, man. Norman got some power. Norman got some power. Hey, Jin Sasaki was stepping just then, though. I ain't gonna lie to y'all. He could have folded. He was just stepping just then. He really was. I'm telling y'all. He gonna earn somebody respect today. He was definitely just stepping. Anybody else would have got stopped just then. I ain't gonna lie. Yeah, Brian Norman doing an excellent job boxing right now. Man, he doing whatever he wants to. Norman getting back to being patient. He ain't trying to be like Chris said earlier in the firefight. And Chris predicted this. He said it's gonna be a firefight. Well, yeah. Said he didn't want to be in a firefight, but yeah, that's what it is right now. Sasaki with a hard left hook and a jab. Norman with a big right hand, another 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 left hand to the body, another right hand on Sasaki. He trying to get Sasaki out of there. Another right hand. He pushes Sasaki in the corner, throwing hard right hands and left hooks on Sasaki. Speaking of Goku, he punching like him right now. He throwing some hard right hands on Sasaki right now, left hook. Oh, man, he hurt Sasaki so bad. Sasaki's not right now. His equilibrium is all the way off. Sasaki is not good right now. Oh, Sasaki's not good. Oh, he's not good. Sasaki's legs is not there. He keeps falling back. He's telling him, come on. You better start punching. You better start punching. Oh, hard left hook by Sasaki. Norman going to work right now. Referee tell him, don't use your head. Norman trying to punch through him. Misses with a body shot. Sasaki come back with a jab, right hand. Sasaki swinging for the fences, missing a lot right now. Norman dodging a lot of shots. Sasaki with a jab. Norman with a right hook. Takes Sasaki's legs off the ground. Man, this dude Norman is punching so hard, he's making Sasaki's legs come off the ground. Oh, hard right hand by Norman. Another hard right hand, left hook. Sasaki with a hard jab to the body. Oh, good one too by Norman. Sits Sasaki back. Sasaki tried to throw a hard left hook, looking for the right hand. Oh, good jab by Sasaki. Another good jab. Good right hand. Left hand to the body by Sasaki. Good right hand upstairs by Norman. Sasaki digging deep, man. Cause Norman trying to get him up out of there. Oh, right hand by Norman. Oh, hard right hand by Norman. Hard left hook. Knocks the hard left hook by Norman. Woo. Sasaki gotta figure this out. He gotta figure this out right here. Man, Sasaki punching too. He punching too. He getting punched, but he got some power though. But Norman going to work right now. Yeah, he's trying to be patient, but he keeps seeing openings. He trying to take it. Yeah, facts. Folding. He is definitely not folding. This is a good fight right here. I'm telling you, this is why I said, hey man, I wake up 7 a.m. to watch something like this. I ain't tripping. Oh, Norman catches with a right hand. Sasaki got him in the back in the corner already with a hard right hand. Left hook by Sasaki. Left hook to the body by Sasaki. Norman trying to make Sasaki walk into something. Centillion was the same way. And I think Norman tried to walk him to the same game plan. Ooh, hard combination. Sasaki going to good jab by Sasaki. Sasaki getting away from the body shots, sticking to the jab now. He on the outside now. Switching it up. Good jab by Sasaki. Ooh, hard right hand by Norman. Norman landed a big right hand. Norman's accurate with those right hands, man. Sasaki, he didn't take those shots early, good, but oh, hard right hand by Norman. Norman with a good one too. Sasaki better start punching back. He's starting to get on that bite. Yeah, he let Norman get away with too many shots. He's throwing some jabs, but he's throwing from far away. Yeah, that reach giving him a lot of issues right now. That reach giving him a lot of issues. Good left hook to the body by both guys actually. Well, upstairs by Norman. Good jab by Norman. Sasaki lands a right hand. Norman throws a left hook to the body. Left hook by Sasaki. Left hook by Norman. Punching on the inside right now. It's a lot of inside fighting going on. Oh, it's a lot of hand fighting too. Sasaki lands a left hook, right hand. Norman with a big right hand. Sasaki land a left hand, a left hook. Referee tell him, hey, watch out for that head clash. You're gonna end up. That's gonna be the first sign of blood. It's gonna come from a head clash. Trying to keep that from stopping the fight. Hey, the referee doing a good job on that, the head clashing, cause that can end the fight immediately. That was a good 1-2 by Norman at the end of that round. Yeah, Sasaki eating some shots right now, cause I'm not gonna lie, I didn't think big shots like this. Yeah, Norman gotta set up them shots. I think he's doing a good job with that right hand. I think he just gotta drop it a little bit more. Catch him flush on that chin and make turn him around. Yeah, that chin holding up. That chin don't look like it did in the first round, do it? That's what's catching me off guard. I'm like, that's not the chin from the first round. A good 1-2 by Sasaki. Yeah, I think that was a slip. But man, it was almost close. It looked like Norman popped that jab out there, man, to be honest with you. Seen Cuevas kind of fall down like that. Good 1-2 by Norman. Good jab. Oh, hard left hook by Norman. Sasaki is asleep. God. Oh, he put him to sleep. Oh, I don't know why the referee is counting. He's asleep. Oh my God, he is asleep on his back. Oh my God, get the doctors in the oh my God. Oh, get somebody in. They are putting the stretcher, they are bringing the stretcher into the ring right now. They are bringing the stretcher into the ring right now. Sasaki is put to sleep. They are putting the stretcher in the ring right now. They're not even waiting. They are bringing the stretcher in the ring right now. This man is asleep. He is put to sleep. They are about to put him on the stretcher immediately right now. Jin Sasaki is put to sleep. They have him on the stretcher. They about to put him on the stretcher right now. This man is asleep on his back. From that was a left hook. He is asleep on his back. Fight over. Over. I don't know why the referee was counting. He was asleep immediately. Fight over. Immediately he got caught with a left hook. Oh my God. Knockout of the year. Not even close. Nobody's gonna pass that. It's not even close. Knockout. Oh my God, they gotta put him on the stretcher. This dude is not this. I don't even know if this dude is up, man. They gotta move, bro. Hey, I don't know if this dude is up. Is he awake? Bro, what's hey I don't know if they is he awake? Because is he awake? Oh man. Bro. Man. Bro, I don't know if everybody seen my live I did the other day. Please go back and look at it. The one I did about Brian Norman Jr. It ain't another Brian Norman Jr. walking around in boxing right now. I'm just gonna say that. That's all I will say. It ain't another Brian Norman Jr. walking around in boxing. Man, he putting people on the stretcher, dog. Like this is WWE. Man, knockout of the year. This man got knockout of the year at 7 o'clock in the morning. I'm telling you, no hype, no talk. This man got knockout of the year at 7 o'clock in the morning.
Unheard of. Man. Bro, been watching boxing a long time. Boy, I ain't gonna lie to y'all. I was just gonna get on here and get off alive after this fight was over with. I'm trying to figure out what happened. Did this man just put somebody in a stretch? Did he just put somebody on a stretcher 30 seconds after they got knocked out? I've been watching boxing a long time. Has anybody seen a guy get put on a stretcher 30 seconds after he got knocked out? I'm being real. This man just put somebody on a stretcher in 30 seconds. Nah, this ain't. I don't think people understand. This ain't normal. This ain't gonna happen again. This ain't gonna happen again, bro. 30 seconds, this man put somebody. They put the stretcher immediately. Hey, let's go ahead and get him up out of here. This ain't gonna work. When you get hit and they know you got to go to the hospital immediately after you get hit in boxing, that ain't no normal power. I know people say, "Hey man, he ain't proved himself." That's not normal. It could have been a street fight with nobody. This could have been a street fight. That's not normal. I want everybody to know that. This man could have been fighting somebody in front of a corner store, a regular civilian. That's not normal. That's not normal power. That's not normal power. Man, bro, I'm telling you, 50-50. Fighting a guy like Haney. I'm telling y'all, fireworks. Man, he just put this dude on a stretcher in 30 seconds, man. This is one of the best boxers I've seen. Bro, I'm close to saying ever, bro. I ain't even gonna lie to y'all. Cause I seen the knockout he had against Centillion. That was crazy because we stood over him. Then he had a knockout recently when he defended his title. Then you go out here and knock out this dude like this. He knocked him out. He knocked him down twice in the first round. Barely. First time he threw the left hook, he dropped him. Then he went to work. The next couple of rounds, Sasaki was throwing some hard shots. If people ain't seen, Sasaki got power. Definitely not a bum. Man. Bro, put this dude on the stretcher ASAP. Did he come out to ASAP by T.I.? I gotta figure out what T.I. song that was. Was that ASAP? Was that motivation? What was that? Cause whatever he came said. I told everybody last year, people wanted me to say, hey man, he just clout chasing, bro. He ain't clout chasing, bro. I'm letting everybody know that right now. He ain't clout chasing. He cloud chasing. He chasing the sky. He ain't clout chasing. Definitely not doing that. Definitely not doing that, bro. I'm telling you right now. Nobody's gonna call him out. The only person gonna call him out is Devin Haney. That's it. Period. Boost was the last option. Nobody finna call him out besides Devin Haney. That's it. That's why Devin Haney is Devin Haney. Nobody else gonna call him out. Not one person. Nobody. Nobody's finna call him out. Nobody's finna put a whole bunch of money up. Now, we just seen a knockout that's finna go viral. Oh, he just called somebody out. I can't even hear y'all. What he saying? Let me mute this real quick. Hold on, yeah. I ain't even got my headphones in, so y'all I'll tell him. He calling somebody out right now. Man, I'm gonna be honest with y'all. I don't even know how I'm gonna sleep after that. I like, man, I'm go ahead and take me a little nap real quick. I don't know how I'm gonna sleep after that. After seeing somebody get put down like that on a stretcher, what? Immediately, y'all seen them put that little orange thing in the ring? Man, I hope Jin Sasaki all right, bro. I'm gonna be real with y'all. I hope he all right. Man, this dude fighting people and putting them in the hospital and putting people on stretchers, and this dude ended careers around here. To be honest with you, you fight Brian Norman Jr., he might end your career, bro. Or he might put you in the wheelchair. I'm being real. No disrespect. I'm not being funny. You fight Brian Norman Jr., bro, you talking about your safety at risk. For real. You better have life insurance when you jumping in the ring with him. Oh my God. Did you see the reaction from the crowd as soon as he got hit? Did y'all see the crowd reaction before Jin Sasaki hit the ground? Oh man. Bruh finna be, hey, I don't want to sound crazy this morning. But dudes out here punching like Mike Tyson in the 80s though. Let's keep it a buck. Let's keep it a buck. He out here punching like Mike in the 80s. Let's keep it real. I've heard people get compared to Mike over the years. Nah, that's somebody punching like Mike. If anybody punching like Mike right now, it's him. Yeah, Jin Sasaki tough, bro. He walked through some shots until he went to sleep. I don't know if anybody's seen that knockout. I don't know what sport we watching. I'm gonna be real with you. Everybody was just talking about exciting recently. Man, we want to see exciting fights, man. Did y'all see what Inoue did recently when he knocked out Cardinal? Did you see what just happened? Who the last person that put somebody on a stretcher like that? What are we doing? Ain't nobody finna call this dude out. I told everybody, ain't nobody finna call him out. You ain't gotta yell or scream or argue about it. It's only gonna be Haney and that's it. Nobody finna call him out. He can have 3 belts. I'm talking about calling him out. He the champion. People talking about him like he ain't a champion, like he ain't got a belt. He the champion. So he should be currently getting called out. Yeah, bro. I was like, yeah, bro. At this stage right now, it would have been bad, bro. It would have been bad. It would have been bad, bro. The only one who want to smoke. I was telling everybody, I'm like, bro, y'all don't understand that. I've been watching Boots for at least 10 years. If it ain't 10 years. Bro, that would have been a bad style matchup. The dude is a puncher. And Brian Norman is technical too. We seen that. He wasn't trying to rush and get a knockout on Sasaki. Telling y'all, bro. I just threw 2 names out there. They can get mad if they want to. But he moving outside the ring like Roy, and he punching like Mike inside the ring. Everybody else in boxing, man, I got power. You ain't got power like that. I done seen y'all fight guys who no names. Y'all ain't putting no names on the stretcher like that. Y'all gotta understand. Boxers ain't putting no name boxers on the stretcher like this. They can't knock out journeyman like that. Like that? Nah. The power is not normal. And then he's not even at his full potential yet. This dude is still he's not even in his prime yet. He's still growing. He getting better fight by fight. So the next time he fight, he gonna look better than what he did in this fight. Man, I'm telling y'all, this is one of the best prospects the last few years. The best fighters I've seen, as far as like the top, the one generational guys that people mention. I've seen guys like Haney, uh Boots, Benavidez, Shakur, all those guys. But Brian Norman's name deserves to be up there. I don't know if people realize that or not, but he's hitting like Barry Bonds right now. That year Barry Bonds had like 70-something home runs, that's what he's doing right now in boxing. And Devin Haney, the only one that won't smoke. The only one. And put him on the list before people even thought about it. Like, why would Brian Norman be on the list? That's why. That's why. And you had a lot of people that wouldn't admit that he's one of the best. He's one of the best boxers in the world. Absolutely. Is he on Bam Rodriguez? Didn't I tell y'all recently when people said, oh, well, Bam Rodriguez, he on pound for pound. Brian Norman is around the same age as Bam Rodriguez. He's younger. And he's punching like that. You got to realize in 5 years, he might be punching like Wilder or something. He punching like that. He barely touched Jin Sasaki, and Jin Sasaki was like, whoa. Did y'all see Jin Sasaki getting hit and his legs coming off the ground like he got shocked by an eel or something? This dude was getting shocked like it was electricity in the punches. Like he got hit by a taser gun or something. He like, oh. Hey, I don't know what to say, man. That's one of the best knockouts I've ever seen. I've been watching boxing a long time. That's one of the best knockouts I ever seen. Ever. And the reason why is because he dropped him with the left hook early. Then he started going to the right hand, jabbing. As soon as Sasaki got very, very comfortable. Because you remember Norman was putting his back against the ropes. Just getting Jin Sasaki confident. As soon as he got overconfident, boom, left hand. And Sasaki punching hard too. Sasaki punching real hard. Man, I don't know what to say about that, bro. The way Brian Norman's fighting right now, I told everybody 2 days ago, he's the king of 147. I've been a fan of Barrios for years. Barrios ain't fighting like that at 47. At 140, probably. At 47, Barrios ain't fighting like that. I'm telling you. That's why I said Centillion, he gonna be a hard fight for people to get in the ring with. I don't know if a lot of guys can beat Centillion. I don't know if a Rolly can beat Centillion. That would be a good fight. But I know one thing, Rolly ain't jumping in the ring with that. That's one name you won't hear. You won't hear Rolly call out Brian Norman Jr. Rolly would not call out Brian Norman Jr. It would not happen. I can guarantee it. He would not call out Brian Norman Jr. Rolly Romero will not do it. This is where you finna see everybody get separated. The rest of the year, you're going to see separation happening. Whether guys make weight or not. You're going to see guys separate themselves, and you're going to see the older fighters in the next generation bow out gracefully, get their money, and go home. You're going to see a lot of that going on. Because whether Brian Norman and Boots had their situation going on, that's fine. But everybody else, you could throw it. They could have threw a name out there. The way I be thinking, I was thinking, man, they could have had Brian Norman fight Ryan then if they wanted to have a title fight. Just the way I was thinking. You know, that's just me. I'm like, okay, Ryan fighting for a title fight at 47. The way the timeline was matching up, you could have had a guy like Norman fight Ryan, but you know, they know what time it is. That's why I said, bro, people sitting up here saying Brian Norman sparring Boots Ennis at a young age. They try to turn that into a negative. Bro, that means he wanted to smoke if he was sparring Boots over and over and over and over. You know what I'm saying? A lot of guys ain't sparring no Terrence Crawford and guys like that all the time, unless guys really want to fight. Now, a guy like Carlos Adames, yeah, he's sparring to Terrence Crawford, something like that. But a lot of these guys don't even spar. So if you in the ring sparring Boots trying to get better, and you punching like that, and everybody talking about he can't punch, man, something going on, bro. I'm being real with y'all. And it's just me being unbiased around the whole situation. For people to be jumping in the ring with Brian Norman Jr., they talking about he ain't punching like that, something going on. Something definitely going on. I don't know. It wasn't no sniper in the building, so I don't know how Jin Sasaki went down like that. That left hook was crazy. Yeah. It's gonna be a huge separation going on in boxing. After today, you're gonna hear about Brian Norman Jr. name all over the place. Way more than what you heard it before already. I think the Boots Ennis thing, that's gonna pass over. People could say it could have got made or whatever. I already said what I said about that. For the next, I guess if he fight for the next 10 years, he gonna be a household name. This was his moment right now. He's gonna be a household name. Pay-per-view status could possibly be next. I'm being real with y'all. Now we seen Keyshawn go out there and be knock out Lemos. We seen him knock out Baranchik. We've seen Tank knock out Frank Martin last year. None of those knockouts was like that. I'm gonna be real with you. Ain't nobody punching like that. Under 54, nah. Nah. That's why I said go. I want y'all to go back and watch that Quentin Randall fight. Just go back and watch that fight against Quentin Randall. He was all over the place. Like he could not. And I was like, man, Brian Norman must have a lot of power because this dude, it was the sloppiest fight you'll ever see. And you know, Brian Norman got a lot of blame for that. But yeah, Randall knew, man, that power was real. That power was definitely real. Yeah, they gonna find out real soon. Yeah, Jay, man, they already know, man. They gonna find out real soon. You gonna see a lot of people talking different about Brian Norman Jr. I heard somebody say yesterday, Brian Norman ain't no killer. Who you think he is? He ain't nobody. He ain't fought. He ain't did nothing. I said, wow, okay. You're gonna see soon. Now that same guy, I bet he gonna be like, man, Brian Norman is a beast. Watch. That's how you shut him up, bro. I told y'all, I had it live. I said, Brian Norman is all about that action, no talk. That's it. That's it. He's all about action, no talk. All about that action. I've seen a lot of guys get knocked out before in boxing. They ain't knocking guys out like that. That man put Sasaki on a stretcher. They had a the only thing that scared me was they weren't moving fast enough. I'm like, hey, every second matters. You know what I'm saying? This dude sitting around and have something happen in the ring. Now we don't even know if this dude's gonna be all right or not. Hopefully he'll be all right. I'm hoping for that. I think he will be okay. I think he's gonna be in perfect condition, but Jesus, I just never seen nothing like that before. So uh I never seen anything like that before. If anybody's seen a knockout like that before, please let me know. Never seen a knockout like that before. And I told people over the years, man, hey, it's gonna be a lot of fighters that come up this next generation that's gonna surprise you. And I wouldn't compare this to Terrence Crawford because Norman is younger, but it is a situation where he is sneaking up on a lot of people. And I think over time, people gonna realize he was trying to fight Boots because he has to believe in himself, not because he was clout chasing or he was asking for crazy amounts of money. Now everybody don't think he worth $2 million. You're insane. Exactly, J man. Shout out to everybody in the chat too, man. Everybody in live stream. Appreciate everybody coming through. He's worth $2 million. Oh, I know last year that was an argument that I did not participate in. I wasn't gonna do that to myself. I knew this day would come. He's worth $2 million. So if that's still an argument that goes on, yeah, we can end that right now. That was done yesterday. I don't know why that was an argument. He's definitely worth $2 million. That's a fighter you need on every. I'm telling you, that's how you get on pay-per-views. And you got to look at Brian Norman's last 3 fights. His last 3 fights have been action packed, and he's got knockouts in all of them. And we're not talking about the doctor stoppages and waving the fight off. We talking about he's putting the guys through the ground. Like the doctor's not even waving this off. Like the fight is over. He's putting guys to sleep. The referee counting over Sasaki is gonna be a meme one day because that was terrible. That dude was asleep immediately. Everybody in the ring was like, "Oh my god!" Before he even hit the ground. I mean, outside the ring, ringside. Before he hit the ground, everybody's like, "Oh my god!" Go back and look at the crowd. That's the craziest part about the whole knockout. Before he hit the ground, because usually in boxing, I'm telling y'all, usually in boxing, even when Tyson Fury got dropped by Wilder, when he got put to sleep, they didn't react until he hit the ground. But Sasaki, before he hit the ground, everybody knew it was a unseen before knockout. Most of those people don't even watch boxing. And they know they never seen nothing like that before. They like, oh man, this ain't normal. In boxing? Yeah, he gonna change the game, bro. Boxing is officially changed. This new era of boxing is official. I think David Benavidez started that this year with Morrell fight. You had guys like Virgil Ortiz fight Majramal. But all that stuff changing right now. We in a new era. It's official. We're in a new era. This is gonna help us know who wants to fight and who doesn't. All that stuff, and I'm not being funny about it. That's why I said I kind of backed away from him. I'm like, all the stuff that as far as about certain amounts of money and having negotiations in the media, man, all that's good, bro. But it's a lot of fighters out here that will end up replacing you. I'm telling you. These fighters, I'm not gonna name anybody right now. But these fighters who are having trouble finding fights or going through with fights right now, this guy's replacing them. If you're on top rank right now, the boxing public is gonna make sure that Bob Arum replaces you with Brian Norman Jr. Just gonna be real. If you on top rank, you in trouble. If your name not Abdullah Mason or anybody else, you in trouble right now. If you on top rank. You're not finna be the guy at top rank. Anybody who think they the guy at top rank right now, you're not the guy no more. This is the guy. Anybody who thinks anybody at 147 is the guy, it's not the guy. This is the guy. That's it. This is the guy. Now I'm gonna ask anybody this question next. They better hope Haney fight Brian Norman Jr. Cause ain't nobody finna ask T.O. to jump in the ring with him. For sure, for sure. Ain't nobody finna ask Teofimo Lopez to fight this guy. For sure, for sure. Not now or not next year. Nobody finna ask. That's how you gonna figure out what Teofimo really on. And I suggest all these guys at 140, please stay away from 147. And shout out my dog J Man too. And I suggest all these guys at 140, please don't go to 147. You ain't punching like that. This ain't 2005. This ain't Marquez and all them. You ain't punching like that. Don't go to 147. This ain't Cambosis. Don't go to 147. Please, nobody go to 147. Yeah, Haney versus Norman is. It should be for undisputed, but you know they'll do it without undisputed. So you know they dogs, but they gonna have to. They gotta make sure they pay these guys what they worth on this one, because nobody else is willing to step up and fight Brian Norman Jr. They haven't been willing to do it now. Man, he's a beast. He is definitely a beast. And he's knocking everybody out though. This dude is still getting better. You know, he went from being a prospect to a champion. He skipped the contender part. So that just shows you right there how good he is. He went from being a prospect to straight champion. I thought he was a contender when he fought Randall, but you know, the average person didn't look at it that way. You think he should get a belt first? Yeah, that would be a good thing. It would. At this time right now, I'll watch it because it's already out there. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, that would be something to do. But man, that's 50-50 right now. And I like both of the fighters. But with him and Haney, I don't know, dog. That man cracking. Uh, beat a guy like Haney because if he's not the person, if Haney can get past him, that's gonna be bad news for everybody. And that still doesn't mean that they can get past a guy like Norman. But this is the reason why Norman was the only guy talking about calling out Boots. That was calling out Boots publicly. And then, you know, we had Stanley Onis and all those guys step in with negotiations, and then you had Karen with the mandatory, but this is the reason why he was the only person. This is why. Trust me, man. They know how good this dude is. The way he been sparring Boots Ennis, like even Boots Ennis, when Boots was coming up, Boots was fighting everybody. So I'm judging Brian Norman basically off of the Boots Ennis standards. You know, Boots was fighting everybody coming up. I was saying Boots fighting Hitchens and uh, Gary Antoine Russell and everybody. Was like, okay, Boots getting around. You know, they're around the same area, but still, you know, guys know how to get around certain fights. But I'm like, okay, Boots getting around. He fighting guys. But this guy in the pros, he's trying to fight everybody. And he's not waiting. He's not trying to build things up. You know how fighters say, hey, down the line, we can fight. This is probably the only fighter I heard that didn't say down the line. Like he's probably said it. He said that about Ryan when he was suspended. Haney, he said he would fight him last year. Matter of fact, I don't know if people know this, but Brian Norman had called out to fight Haney and Ryan Garcia last year. This was like probably fall or something. Yeah, he been one of those fights though. Will Ryan ever fight Ryan Norman Jr.? Absolutely not. That's why I told you. A lot of these dudes is cooked. I have not been trolling, I promise. A lot of these dudes is cooked, man. I mean, it's gonna sound good when they say, man, I want to fight so and so. I want to fight you know, a lot of people saying they wanted to fight Boots after Brian Norman said it. They ain't trying to do what Brian Norman doing. So they gonna find out very soon. This dude is the real deal, man. Man, that's one of the best knockouts I've ever seen. If you're not impressed by that, I don't know what to tell you, to be honest with you. I don't know what to tell you about that. That's what everybody been saying they wanted to see. Exciting boxing, guys not running. That is one of the most exciting fights you're gonna see. That's everything people been asking for. So I'm just saying that to remind everybody, please don't talk about a guy like that that's gonna help change. He's gonna fight like that, he's gonna change the sport. He gonna change the sport for real. And he had a lot of eyes on this fight. He gonna change the sport, man. Yeah, I love what he doing in boxing right now. And he from the same place I'm from? What? Yeah. We've been waiting for a boxer like this for years. We've never had a boxer come out of the city like this. Then everybody talking about, man, he ain't got no fans down there. I bet he gonna have some fans now. Bet he gonna have a hometown fight now. Whether he fight Haney or not. Bet he gonna have a hometown fight now. All you need is the opportunity. That's what some boxers only need, bro. They just need one opportunity to showcase their skills and show they're one of the best fighters in the game. This man understand this. They put this. I'm saying a stretcher because I don't know the name of it. I forgot what it's called, the proper name. But man, I'm talking about as soon as he hit the ground, they like, man, let's go ahead and get this dude to the hospital. That's like in one of those cartoons or something when somebody get hurt and the ambulance come by and put the guy on a stretcher and they throw him in there. Like on one of those Looney Tune cartoons or something. Okay. The thing I want to see next that's gonna surprise me, not surprise me, but it's gonna have me excited to see. I want to see what everybody's reaction gonna be. Yeah, facts, Jay, man, that was. I ain't even think about that. It was. That's why I thought him going over there was a good idea. I didn't think he was ducking no smoke. I thought it was a good idea. People say, "Oh, he going over there to fight Sasaki." Like him getting criticized, bro. It's gonna stop. It has to. For people to criticize a dude fighting like that, yeah, you got to be a hater. Cause they were just bragging about what Inoue did a couple weeks ago, and I'm like, yeah, it was a good knockout. It wasn't what he just did. Inoue ain't knocking guys out like that. It ain't happening like that. Ain't nobody knocking people out like that, except a couple of guys. If you ain't Wilder or a couple of other guys, man, I don't even know if I can say a couple of other guys. I might take that back. To be honest with you, if anybody knocking somebody out like that, please let me know. But Sasaki, he showed up though. He's a real deal. He's a real deal. I think him being 23 years old and being able to fight a guy like Norman like that, people gonna realize over time a lot of people ain't gonna fight Norman like that, or even be able to take those many shots. I think Sasaki, he gonna have to take some time to bounce back because he did take a lot of damage in that fight. It might not have shown, but as far as from his injuries, but yeah, he fought until he went to sleep. I seen when he was picking his legs off the ground. I'm like, this dude's getting hit hard. Like he walking, his nervous system react now. Like literally. So yeah, that means when you see a guy punch somebody and their legs are lifting off the ground, I'm not talking about like off balance. It's about literally picking their legs up. That means the guy's punching hard, man. To the point where you can feel it in the ground. I want to see what the internet is saying about this knockout, man. What the reaction is. What is the reaction to this knockout? It's 7 a.m. Well, it's not 7 a.m. It's 8 past 8 a.m. now. I know everybody going to work. Let me see what the reactions are. Ray Ford said, "Hey, Ray Ford said what you said, Jay man." Everybody said knockout of the year. Everybody said knockout of the year. Oh, he said something about boots. I ain't see it. Yeah, man. There's a lot of people reacting to Brian Norman Jr. You already got Ray Ford like dude going crazy. Man, I ain't seen no knockout like that, bro. People can say what they want. Yes, he is. I told everybody King of 147, bro. King of 147, bro. And you know what everybody was saying a couple days ago? That's why I was going on that rant yesterday. People like, man, this dude tripping. Bro, they said Norman was clout chasing last week. He just using Boots' name. Bro, y'all tripping. That's how you know people like dudes really want to smoke like that, because if you think that was using somebody's name, okay. They gonna be using his name, but they ain't gonna be jumping in the ring. Yeah. Yeah. I don't expect nobody else to call out Brian Norman Jr. The only name I'm gonna see is Devin Haney. That's it. Nobody from 140 who talking about everybody ducking. Dudes who talking about moving up to fight Devin Haney at 47. None of those dudes gonna end up fighting Brian Norman Jr. None of them. None of these dudes that talking about moving up to 147, they finna get exposed right now. And I'm gonna be honest with you, I like all these fighters. I'm talking about a lot of them. I got a lot of favorites. None of them moving up to fight Brian Norman at 47. I'm just telling y'all right now. It sound good. That's what's up. But they ain't moving up to fight him though. That lets you know right there, they ain't even sparring him. The only person that sparred him is Boots, I guess. And a couple of other guys. He was just sparring with De Los Santos recently. And a couple of other guys, but they ain't finna fight him, man. They ain't finna do it. You finna see guys that's older than Brian Norman Jr. They're gonna start making business decisions, and they're gonna think wisely about fighting him. I'm just being real. It's been going on, but it's obvious now. You know what I'm saying? Like Ray Ford just said, bro. He said, "Man, oh, bro." He said, "Brian Norman Jr. cold, bro." Brian Norman Jr. is cold. If he ain't good enough to get in the ring with Boots, I don't know what people think. Shout out to everybody. I told everybody Sasaki was like a Japanese Canelo too. If you hear that comparison, I was definitely the first one to say that. Yeah, bro. It would go bad, bro. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Me too. Me too. I already know what time it is. That's why I ain't really get into it. I was like, and if you think about it, Boots just started getting to the bag. Last year, end of last year, last July, with the David Avenesian fight. So yeah, I know what time it was. It just nobody expected Brian Norman Jr. to have a belt though. When he beat Santillan, they didn't expect him to have a belt. Oh, Konnichiwa, what's going on with you? Yeah, they didn't expect him to belt though. That's what surprised a lot of people. They like, who is this guy? Then I heard people talking about he from Atlanta. Atlanta don't got no boxing down there. Man, this dude from Atlanta, man. I'm like, oh, okay. I was like, okay. They don't think he got skills like that. That has nothing to do with boxing, to be honest with you. But it is what it is. I got the memory of an elephant. I don't remember. I remember everything, so I don't forget nothing. I don't forget nothing. I'm gonna tell you though, it's been a lot of talk about dudes saying people don't want to fight last couple of days, the last couple of weeks, especially around 47. Everybody been talking about 147. Let's see what time it is right now though. Usually when somebody have a good fight like this, dudes will be like, "Man, I'll beat him." Even after Tank stop guys, sometimes dudes be like, "Man, I'll fight Tank next. I'll beat him." Let's see what they say about Brian Norman though. They gonna be like, "Man, I'm gonna let Devin have this one." See, these dudes don't want to. They don't want to be the guy, bro. They don't want to be the guy. And Rolly is the WBA champion now. So what we doing with that? Yeah, dudes ain't finna fight Brian Norman Jr. It's finna sound good. And shout out to J Man too, man. It's finna sound good, but they ain't finna fight Brian Norman Jr. It ain't finna happen. It's over. It's not finna happen. And Rolly just became the WBA champion from for Boots Ennis dropping the belt. You think he gonna call him out? Nah. That's why I said I was gonna bring it up a couple of days ago, but I was like, I'm gonna just ignore it. But what's his name? Even with Pacquiao and Barrios, I'm like, oh, he calling out Barrios. He knew what time it was. He knew exactly what it was. Yeah, everybody reacting to this Brian Norman knockout. Yeah. This dude a beast, man. The whole internet reacting to his knockout right now. That's why I was saying, bro. I'm like, man, these people they don't know what they looking at, I guess, cause I don't know how you see this dude stop Centillion and you don't think he a knockout artist. That's why a lot of people realized they were like, man, why he ain't reporting on the stuff that's going on this week? Telling y'all, I was just chilling, bro. I wanted to see this fight go through first. Then I wanted to see if everybody else that was talking before this fight, would they be talking after this fight? And I ain't talking about Haney. I'm talking about all the fighters, every fighter in boxing that's around this weight class. This man is a champion at 147. You had people calling out Boots Ennis recently. So I would expect the same people that call out Boots to be wanting to fight with this guy. Man, this dude punching, bro. Brian Norman Jr. one of the ones, man. Even the boxers that gotta admit it, they like, hey man. Even Ray Ford, he like, bro, he punching. He a beast. This dude is a problem, man. Yeah, for him to get doubted like he been, it's gonna put more pressure on people. I'm gonna be honest with y'all. The fact that people been actually saying the things they have about Brian Norman Jr., it's gonna make things actually worse for them in the long run. Because now it's like they done said to the point where, oh, he don't want to fight nobody, he just clout chasing. Now that he's backing it up, now they gotta send somebody after him. And obviously, you know, Haney's the first one to step up, but everybody else, they ain't finna get it done. Everybody else ain't finna get it done. They're not. That's why I say, that's why everybody like, man, why people think Haney's so good and everything else? Why he the only one that wanna fight somebody? I have no idea. I have no clue why he the only one. This is why it's great that he has no promoter. And then people were saying last year, oh well, you know, Eddie Hearn ain't gotta do no fight with Haney. That's not his promoter anyways. I mean, if you're a promoter, why would you not wanna promote a guy who will fight anybody? I mean, that's on you. That's your loss. That's like somebody saying, man, I ain't trying to coach Michael Jordan. You ain't gotta do nothing. You don't want no rings? But yeah, that's where it's at right now. And you know, the underdog, the guy who always get doubted the most, that be the person that surprised people. It been the same way with Terrence Crawford. History gonna repeat itself. And to be honest with you, I ain't seen Crawford knocking people out like this. Not like this. And Terrence Crawford is an animal. I think Terrence Crawford is the best fighter probably this era. He definitely my favorite fighter, number one. I think he's the best out here right now, untouchable. But if Brian Norman do this about 5 or 6 more times, he gonna find himself in the history books, and he gonna be everybody's favorite fighter in a minute. I'm telling you that right now. If you don't want to pay to go see that, I don't know we can't fix boxing at that point. And somebody say, man, he ain't worth it. I ain't trying to go see that. Well, we ain't trying to see exciting fights then. Because I thought the last 2 fights he had was exciting. So if this one don't make people excited, I don't know what can really help the state that we in as far as boxing. Because this is the guy that's supposed to take boxing into a whole nother era. Make it better. Because Japanese fighters or people that's not a big name, guys that been knocked out before. Matter of fact, the fight before Norman fought, the guy that was fighting, he had been knocked out in the 3rd round before, but he wasn't fighting like it. So knocking a guy out like Norman did, that's not. Like millions of people have tried to do that and it hasn't happened. And this dude did this at like 7 a.m. in the morning. That's a game changer, bro. I'm telling y'all. When people say, man, I want boxing to go back to the 90s like how it was in the golden era or the 80s or whatever. They feel like the 80s, 70s, 80s, golden era. But man, this has a feel of the 90s. I'm not going to lie to you. If boxing does what it's supposed to do, if they don't try to go around and build up all kind of fights, they just let it naturally, organically marinate and just, unfold like it's supposed to. Boxing gonna be okay. If they try to keep setting up Ryan versus Rolly type of fights, we're gonna be cooked. This man has to be on the card, bro. If you really look back at it, he should have been on the Riyadh season card that they had in May. He should have already been an ambassador for Turkey Al-Sheikh. You know what I'm saying? But that's a whole nother conversation. But I bet he on Turkey Al-Sheikh radar right now. I bet Turkey seen that knockout. I'm pretty sure Turkey seen that knockout. Over there with Turkey at, it's probably like the afternoon right now, I guess. I would say. Midday afternoon. Yeah, he over there like, whoa. Y'all seen that? Yeah, we seen that. They'll just show how special he is over Boost though. They'll stay under. Yeah, bro. Like I told people, bro, Dale got that mama mentality, bro. He really does. He really does. And people think that because he walked down Ryan and got dropped a couple times, that oh man, I'm jumping off the bandwagon. That dude trash, man. He can't get it done. He ain't gonna be the same. Man, these dudes sound crazy. They sound. But the guys that they think can go out there and compete with a guy like Brian Norman Jr., I hope they put the pressure on their favorite fighters to go out here and get it done. Because if Devin Haney can, if he gets past this is going to separate him from every other boxer that he's been named with, from Tank and everybody else. He's going to separate himself from all those fighters if he go out there and beat Brian Norman Jr. Just telling you. If he gets undisputed at 147, because people already don't, I'm already got in my mind right now who he's better than as far as in history, but he just got to go out there and prove it. But once he gets past a challenge like this, yeah, he'll be that guy. But I don't know, man. This might be like a Hagler Hearn situation. It might sound crazy to a lot of people, but the way Norman fights, he's not gonna go in there and have Haney. Haney gonna fight a different way than he did the last fight. It'll be a whole different style. So it'll be an action-packed fight. I'm not gonna lie to you. Because with Norman, to score on him, you're gonna have to be action-packed. To score on him, you're gonna have to really. You can't just go in there and box and move around with him. It's not gonna work out that way because he can do the same thing. So he can outbox you. To be real with you, that's the thing I told people yesterday. People will say he's a power puncher because he's stopping guys, but you got to realize he outboxing people every fight. So he's not getting outboxed. It's been some sloppy performances where people were scared of getting touched, so they grabbing on him and hanging on you know, like they scared or whatever. But he's been stopping guys every fight. That's what make him look like just a power puncher, but he's outboxing everybody. Everybody. At 47, he's must see TV. He must see TV. That's why people running around. And no disrespect, and this is not no shots at anybody. And because I think most guys at 47 that got a belt got somewhat of a resume, even Rolly at this point. But yeah, I don't think they're gonna be going out of their way to try to fight this guy. He's too young and dangerous. You say you getting that belt snatched again quick? Yeah, he better do something. If I was him, I would set up a fight very soon. That's why I said him fighting a guy like Centillion, that would make sense, but I don't know if he can win that fight. Not boxing the way he did that last fight. Yeah, he got skill and power, man. Norman got skill and power. And the thing about Norman is he's moving faster than everybody else. A lot of these guys are just now starting to get going at 27, 28, 30. I think Tim Zoo's 29, 30. So a lot of these guys just now starting to get going. This dude is young, man. He's like 24. Just turned 24, I want to say. Or it might, yeah, he just turned 24. So Turns 25 later on this year. It's a problem, man. And everybody's older than him. That's the bigger problem. He's younger than everybody and he's stronger than everybody. And he work harder. And he don't talk. He don't be tweeting and I'ma do this and this guy that. He just put the information out there. If you like it, you like it. If you don't, it is what it is. He ain't gonna beg you to believe or none of that. You know what I'm saying? He ain't finna go out here talking because most of the time they'll just say the guys is rambling anyways. So he just going out there, like I said, all action, no talk. All action. This dude is definitely, I don't know if people know it or not, but the way people look at Abdullah Mason, that's the way I've been looking at Brian Norman for the past 2 or 3 years. Like, oh my God, who is this guy? That's why I've been surprised when people ain't been paying attention to him. I'm like, this dude is the real deal, man. I don't know if people understand it or not, but like I said, this ain't 2015. Dudes is out here getting smoked in a different way, too. If you want to see an action-packed fight, we got some fighters who will give it to you, but they ain't matching these guys up like that. And at 147, you can name a lot of people. They got Rohan Polanco. He on top rank. Is Rohan Polanco gonna jump in the ring with Norman? What would Karen Chugazan do against Norman? How would people see that fight going? Do people think Boost not Boost Brian Norman Jr. can stop Karen? We might have to put that poll up. That guy guys off, he gonna stay away from Norman. That ain't finna work. He was jumping the ring with him, but they ain't finna put him in the ring with him. That ain't gonna happen. Rocha, he got beat by Centillion. Ramirez, that ain't gonna work. Ryan, absolutely not. Would never do it. Yeah, man. It's a lot of dangerous fights on here for this guy. Yeah, Ryan, he got a lot of dangerous fights at 47, so he wouldn't be able to mess with Norman. Yeah, it's a lot of dudes, man. Like Haney is the name right now. Everybody else, they gonna chill out. They gonna what we call in the neighborhood, they gonna try to big bro Brian Norman. They gonna be like, you right, big bro. You right. Big bro, you right. That's how they gonna do now. Oh my God, this is terrible. This man that went out there and duplicated what Deontay Wilder did. Man, it's finna be. I ain't even gonna lie, this finna be my thumbnail in a minute. Man, immediately sleep. Dang. Hey, good job. Hey, thank. I want to say Josh Taylor is smart for not taking the fight at 47 with this guy. That would have went bad. Yeah, bro, it's a few names on here that's like older than Brian Norman. Like most of these guys are older than him, bro. Just stay away from him, bro. It's even prospects that's older than him, bro. Stay away from him, bro. Like the top prospects are older than him. Contenders are older than him. Just stay away, or move up, or something like that, or move down, or guys at 140 they ain't moving up. They ain't moving up. Matter of fact, Devin Haney and Brian Norman should fight each other because everybody else they gonna just try to use Devin Haney's name uh to build up, but they ain't gonna try to fight a guy like Brian Norman. So yeah, him and Haney should just fight each other. And then when they fight each other, everybody else should just go after the winner. If Haney wins, then you can go after him. If Norman wins, You can go after him. And then I'm gonna be real with you. If that fight happened, y'all still might be not be able to beat both of them. You might still lose to both of them. They might be a Pacquiao and Floyd situation. So to be real, that ain't no guarantee. Cause I don't see no dudes at 40 or 47 where I'm just like, yeah, nah, it ain't that type of party. I've been hearing what people saying. It sound good. It sound good because people don't think Devin Haney got power. So they think that's gonna be the difference. Oh, he'll get outboxed before they ain't stepping to Devin Haney. I mean, Norman at 47. So for them to be saying Haney name, like I said, it sound good. And these are fighters I like, bro. Some of my favorites, like for real. But come on, bro. I can see the writing on the wall, bro. I really can. Brian Norman has a belt, and he's the youngest champion. Nobody's calling him out. Why would you not call out the youngest champion in boxing? That is an easy lick. That's easy. That's like telling somebody, hey man, you can get $1,000 over there. All you gotta do is jump the fence and go get it. It's right there in the bag. Nah, I don't even feel like doing all that. What? You don't feel like jumping no fence to go get $1,000? You don't feel like doing all that? Nah, you ain't trying to do nothing. I ain't trying to hear that. You remember when everybody was saying Matias was the boogeyman last year? Matias ain't knocking out guys like this. And I know people said Matias, he unalived the guy. He ain't punching like that, bro. I'm just letting y'all know. Maybe we gotta blame the referee on that part, but he ain't punching like that. Yeah, and this is why I love boxing. And that's where you find out who's bluffing and who ain't. It's about to be a lot of Euro stepping and a lot of Jokic in the paint. Bro, I'm not gonna lie to y'all. 140 is, but I'm gonna tell you guys, Josh Taylor just showed why going from 140 to 47 is dangerous. Going from 40 to 47 is dangerous. We even seen a difference in Pitbull going from 35 to 40, but going from 40 to 47 is dangerous. And that's the reason why right there. That's why you got a lot of guys that's at 140 that don't want to leave 140. That probably might not ever leave 140. And that's the reason why. Man, and I'm going to tell y'all something too. And I hate to bring this up, but it is what it is. It's a man sport. It's a gladiator sport. Boy, Keyshawn, you missed weight at the wrong time, my dog. I'm going to be real with you. You missed weight at the wrong time. You missed weight at the wrong time. Now dudes going to be trying to come after you so they can stay away from Brian Norman. Man, you missed weight at the wrong time. Name off of at 140. I ain't trying to go to 47 and deal with no Brian Norman right now. I got Keyshawn down here. Yeah, let me go ahead and troll him real quick. I'm just being real. It's going to happen. Because I'm going to give it a couple of days. Yeah, I already know, dog. I already know. I already know. I already know. I already know. I knew that was going. Yeah, I noticed that like 2 days ago. I was like, man, yeah, definitely talented, bro. Boost is definitely talented, but that's why I was telling people, a couple of more 100,000 to fight Brian Norman. They should have thought about that. A lot of people like he ain't worth the money. He ain't worth 2 million. They gonna regret that. That's gonna be these dudes gonna be trying to start a GoFundMe to get that extra 100,000. They gonna be trying to start a GoFundMe. I mean, to argue if this man need an extra, if he's worth an extra $500,000 is crazy. He had a belt. To argue if he's not worth that, or if he is or not, that's insane for people to say that. Youngest champion in boxing. So he had to do a lot to get to where he's at if he's the youngest champion in boxing. They acting like it was just easy overnight. Yeah, man. The thing about what Boost is, and I told people this, Chris, like in 2030, not 2023, my bad. 2023, I told people at the end when they were saying when Crawford got stripped and they gave Boost the belt. I said, bro, y'all gotta realize this. Y'all are asking Boost. You're putting Boost in a position right now where as soon as Terrence Crawford gets busy or he's going to step away from boxing or he gets all the pressure on Boots now. So what's happened is before Boots has even got started to the big marquee fights or big fights in boxing, they already making a whole bunch of promises and who ducking and everything else. Saying somebody's ducking is a curse. You know what I'm saying? I think it happened with the whole situation of Pacquiao and Mayweather, and I was gonna do something about that. But it kind of started with the Pacquiao and Mayweather situation because people wanted to blame whose fault it was because of the fight. So now that's kind of turned into a generational thing where every 5 or 10 years or every 3 years, 2 years, we got to figure out a big name fighter who's ducking. And they picked Brian Norman Jr. this time. They wanted to point out, and Boots was the guy they feel like who can beat Terrence Crawford. And you pay that extra $500,000 if you want to do an undisputed or at 147. He could have been had what 3 belts already. He would have had the Brian Norman belt, Stanionis. Would have been 3 belts already. But it is what it is, man. I've been trying to tell people that if you go back and watch my video, I was explaining that a lot of times last year when they was negotiating, I'm like, they gonna try to make a business move with Boots because he just signed with the Zone. Eddie Hearn just signing Boots. They was looking at, I guess, the mandatories and other things, but I don't know. I guess they felt like Brian Norman wasn't worth it. It was a waste of time. He just got a belt. Who is he? And when you're a promoter like Eddie Hearn, you're taking a risk when you do that because a guy that you turn down or you say that's not worth that money, he might be that guy. That's why a lot of promoters like, yeah, man, Floyd made all that money over there with Al Heyman and all that. Yeah, but you could have believed in Floyd just like Al Heyman did or Bob Arum, whatever. The way that whatever business deal that he doing with Floyd, you could have did the same thing. So they're really missing out on opportunities, but it is what it is. Yeah, yeah. It was. Brian Norman was always there, but he's so young and once he has some space and opportunities to make some fights happen, that's when he started to flourish. See, a lot of times, bro, dudes just need opportunities. If he would have been on PBC or something, we would have known nothing about Brian. Effect, everything falling into place at the right time. But if he would have been on PBC fighting once a year like Brian Norman, we wouldn't know who he was. Because they would have been hiding him in the background. Top rank, having him fight every couple of months, kind of helping, but I think the boost thing definitely helped. But yeah, that's why I don't be when I say somebody's ducking somebody, when you say that, you gotta make sure the dude that you saying is getting ducked, that he won't smoke 110%. You know what I'm saying? That's the thing about ducking that fans gotta realize. When a guy say a person is getting ducked, like they said Terrence Crawford was ducking. Bro, when they say Terrence Crawford was ducking, you got to make sure 110% that Terrence Crawford is actually ducking Earl Spence. That was the only thing I was saying. Now, the fight not happening, it might be another reason why the fight ain't happening. But to say that Brian Norman Jr. was ducking and he was asking for too much money, that's crazy. And that people look back at it, shoot, they probably worth more than that for him and Boots to fight. That would have been a classic fight. That would have been an instant classic fight. Probably something we never seen before. But dudes arguing over a couple of 100,000. And you got Amanda Serrano getting 7 million. I'm not counting anybody's pockets. I'm just saying. I'm just being real. That's one of the biggest fights in boxing to make. And you can't make that over 500,000? No, that's crazy. Yeah, comparing him to Roy Jones. Yeah, I didn't feel like to be honest with you, I never felt like Boost was a comparison to Roy Jones. I never seen that. To be honest with you, if you look at the way, like I said, outside the ring, even somewhat inside the ring, I guess because how the way he moves around and the way Boots feints and he picks his leg off the ground like Roy Jones, throw a jab and move. I guess that's the reason why he get compared, but I don't know. From what I see in the ring, I see more skills of like what Brian Norman does as like Roy Jones kind of things, but that would sound insane for me to say that. Because people, they'll be like, Roy Jones, how would you compare him to Roy Jones? If you can pick up some highlights right now of Roy Jones knocking people out, it looked like that. You only gonna see a couple of boxers knock somebody out the way this dude Jin Sasaki got knocked out. You ain't finna see too many people do this. This dude knocking people out like that. Yeah, it just wasn't a good comparison because Roy Jones, his athleticism is just unmatched. You know what I'm saying? You can kind of see a lot of things that Floyd took from Roy in his career, like the movement and like moving away and throwing a hard shot, throwing uppercuts from the side, just crazy stuff. People don't really notice. Yeah, he moved different. He moved way different. Yeah, you can't compare him to nobody, to be honest with you. I said the same thing, Jay, man. I was like, I can't find a comparison for Boost as far as a fighter. Not even Terrence Crawford. He's just different all around. Maybe if you sit back and actually think about it, if I look at some older fighters, probably could find somebody. But yeah, that was a missed opportunity though. Boxing really dropped the ball on that one. That's why I had to step away, bro. Like people definitely didn't like what I was saying around that time, but they were like, "Is Brian Norman ducking?" I said, "Nah, he ain't ducking." I said, "Nah, he not ducking." So I said, "He's definitely not ducking." They like, "Oh man, yeah, he is. He ain't worth that much money." I'm like, bro, he ain't ducking, bro. Saying somebody's not worth the money is not. There's people saying, "Oh, guys is pricing themselves out." Man, if a trash fighter is getting paid more than me and he ain't got a belt, I'm not finna be. That ain't outpricing myself. We got dudes that's making 20 million, 40 million, and ain't never knocked nobody out like this. And ain't gonna never do that. And they making 20, $40 million. So as we paying for the knockouts and the skill for real, we gonna find out in the near future. This is a highlight reel. Yeah, 47, he is a beast, bro. If Haney can get in the ring with that, he's the real deal. And I think Haney would. Haney want all the smoke. Now, everybody else reputation is in question right now. Yeah, Brian Norman is younger than everybody. I heard people saying he looked drained recently. Doesn't look drained to me. Basically, the size he is in this picture was close to the same size he was at the weigh-ins. So I definitely don't think he was drained. I think that was a huge reach. I definitely think that was a reach. Yeah, he got a chin, bro. He was taking some shots from Sasaki. People gonna act like Sasaki ain't got no power, Chris. But he was taking some power shots from Sasaki. You can kind of tell that Sasaki, even when he got dropped a couple of times, when he got up, you can kind of tell he got some power. And to be honest with you, Sasaki looked better in this fight. People might not see it, but Sasaki looked better in this fight, man. He looked way better than what he's looked like in the past. Yeah, it's a lot of stuff going on right now. Man, man, I can't even get my thoughts together, bro. I ain't even gonna lie to y'all. I ain't never seen nothing like this. See, somebody just said what I said, unbiasedly too. Japanese boxing events are so much fun compared to anything on the market. Competitive, all action fights from top to bottom. That's facts, though. I'm gonna be real with y'all. That's facts. They be having some good fights over there. We seen that today. I don't know what they doing to make the fights competitive. I think the matchmaking is what they really doing, but yeah, I know Bob Arum happy to see a guy like Brian Norman fighting the way he is. Top rankers really like that right now. Man, this dude is a beast. Yeah, man, like at 47, bro, I don't see nobody. Like I said this before the fight, I ain't seen at 47. The only thing you gonna see people do is pray for the days that he move up to 54. They gonna be like, man, you gonna see people saying it ain't no fights at 47 for him. He need to go to 54. Watch, watch. I'm predicting that right now. That's a huge prediction for me. I guarantee that's gonna be said. Matter of fact, they gonna say that before the end of 2025. Before 2025 is over, they gonna say ain't no fights at 47. Even though you just had Ryan and everybody else move up to 47. They gonna say ain't no fights at 47. Norman should go up to 54. That's gonna be the first narrative you're gonna hear as far as some kind of objection. Yeah, this is crazy. Yeah, I told people, man, Brian Norman Jr. real deal, bro. You ain't gonna find no video of me saying he was ducking boots ever. Pricing himself out, nothing. If he ain't worth $2 million, I don't know what boxing that right now. You got dudes that ain't never even played in the major leagues making $2 million. Yeah, I told people, bro. People gonna be like, man, what ain't he at? They already gonna be looking for Haney to pick up the scraps. I told y'all, bro. At the end of the day, the Haney and Norman fight need to happen and turn that into a whole about how Haney don't want to fight. He the only one at 47, and he ain't even fought at 47 yet. He fought at the catchweight last fight, so we know what time it is. It is getting ugly. It is getting ugly. Oh man, I can't wait to see people backpedaling, bro, off that. Everybody who sat up here and said this man outpriced himself. Man, I can't wait to see that. Man, I'm tired of hearing this dude dad talk. Alright. He said when Norman put him out cold, started bowing to the crowd like a menace. Yeah, bro, that was nasty work, bro. It really was. Savage. Real savage. And started bowing. Bro, really a savage, bro. I'm glad Chris noticed that. That's how you know Chris is savage. See, only a savage would know some stuff like that. See, everybody else like, oh, okay, he just, bro, he did it like that wasn't normal. You don't knock people out like that. That means he's done that before. These dudes are sparring line, bro. He done did that in sparring before to somebody. He been knocking dudes out in sparring. I ain't gotta be there to see that. He been knocking guys out in sparring. I can guarantee. He has been knocking dudes out in sparring. And a lot of guys ain't talking about some, hey, I done sparred you. I'll put the video out. Please put the video out of you sparring Brian Norman Jr. Please. Multiple videos. We need to see him. Yeah, Chris. I'm glad Chris noticed that. Matter of fact, we're gonna pin that to the top. This dude started bowing after that nasty knockout, bro. I don't know if people understand this, but this is why boxing is boxing. This is why boxing is boxing. At the end of the day, bro, we know people are trying to promote themselves. That's a big part of boxing. But man, this way by going in there and getting a knockout like now, I'm gonna tell y'all this. This is why I tell everybody. Watch how Brian Norman Jr., who doesn't talk as much as everybody else, it's guys that done use people's names for clout chasing for years and years. Like people say, people always clout chase out Tank. It's gonna be dudes that's gonna have a smaller name than Brian Norman Jr. that been clout chasing Tank, Shakur, and everybody else. The only way you can make a name for yourself is boxing is by going in there and getting a knockout. Watch how he passed everybody else that be on Twitter and everywhere else, acting like they got to promote themselves outside the ring on social media. No, you promote yourself by getting a knockout like this and performing. Because they make it seem like everything about boxing is based off the knockouts. We finna see how solid everybody is in boxing. From the boxers and everybody. You know, that's why I don't disrespect a couple of guys. Because I know they trying their best. You know, everybody can't be the best. But when you talk, you got to realize everybody talking like Ali. Ali was Ali. I heard people saying, man, Ali did it. He was talking back in the day. Okay, well, I want to see these dudes fight like Ali did. Fight everybody like Ali did. I want you to be 40 at your old age, past your prime, fighting guys. Y'all better go see the last 5 fights Muhammad Ali had in his career as an old man. That's better than some of these guys' best fights. Ali was done still fighting guys, top fighters, Hall of Famers. Man, these dudes ain't doing nothing out here. Everybody trying to make a name off Ali back in the day. Everybody was trying to make a name off him, whether he was an old man or not. So, yeah, this era, we're going to find out who really with it. Everybody talking about, yeah, guys are talking like Ali. Ali used to talk like that. They ain't fighting like Ali. They ain't fighting like Brian Norman. So, I don't know why they talking. That's why I ain't hype up too much when Rolly was doing the situation with celebrating the Ryan thing, because I'm like, yeah, I'm trying to fight Pacquiao next. Oh, I know you are. I know you are trying to fight Pacquiao next. When I heard him say that, that's all I needed to know. You way older than this man. You don't want no smoke. I hear you. Yeah, you better stay in-house. They still doing in-house fights. You better stay in-house. Yeah. From running to the smoke instead. Yeah. Yep. And called out Tank. Man, called out everybody. Ryan, Tank, Haney, anybody. And it wasn't no clout chase either. Yeah, I'm glad we got that out of the way, man. I ain't want to go through the summer hearing about no outpricing and everything else. I thought that was starting to get old. That was a ran down narrative. But, a lot of times when people say a lot of people don't want to fight a guy, it got to be solid, bro. Like in the case of Terrence Crawford, people really don't want to fight him. You know what I'm saying? It is what it is. But other fighters, man, we got to be cautious of trying to compare guys to Crawford right now. I don't care who it is. Unless dudes finna move up and fight at 68 like Crawford, I ain't trying to hear no comparisons right now. Just keeping it a buck. On comparisons with Crawford, I ain't with it. and sell tickets and sound good, but you got to go do what Crawford doing. You know what I'm saying? In the case of Boots, it's like everybody don't realize he ain't been in front of that many elite pros yet. To the point where we know what he is already. We still got to figure out what he is. You know what I'm saying? We know what Terrence Crawford is. Especially by the time he fought at 47, we already knew what he was. So we just got to figure out what other guys are. But for people to be saying Brian Norman ain't worth $2 million, and nah, that's gonna change. That's gonna change. He's finna change everything that's going on with boxing because he's already been sparring Terrence Crawford over the years. He's been one of the biggest, busiest guys since the pandemic, like Benavidez and everybody else, like Haney. It's just they've been putting in the work. All of it documented. It's all recorded. They've been sparring with everybody. I seen Brian Norman sparring with De Los Santos last year. Everybody been putting in the work. You can see the guys that's putting in the work. You know, some guys are just posted they working out, but hey, they working out though. It might just look like a picture, but dudes is really in the gym. And you gotta have an opportunity as well. Like you can't just be working out and not have a fight lined up. That is the opportunity. You gotta have that. So yeah, he's just making the best of his opportunity. He just became the guy. You know, he was an underdog. What 3 fights ago? So yeah, he's just now starting to be the favorite. The guys that he's calling out, they're favorites every fight. Every fight they're in, they're always the favorite. He had to get knockouts to become the favorite. So yeah, he in a good spot right now in boxing. This is gonna change boxing. This fight turning out exactly the way it did will change boxing. Now everybody's gonna have an excuse why big fights need to be made with this guy's name included, especially if you want excitement. Yeah, that's what I love about the sport, though, man. It changes everything, man. Boxing is if they let boxing play out the way it's supposed to, just don't mess with everything and try to set up unnecessary mandatories for no reason. If you just let it play out, the rankings and everything play out the way it's supposed to, everything gonna work out the way it should. Everything gonna work out the way it should. But you gotta have guys like Haney in boxing and fighting in title fights and main events because him fighting the other tough fights put pressure on other fighters. Now if he go fight Brian Norman, now somebody else gotta go one up that. Cause the fighters you compare to Haney, you're gonna be like, yeah, but you ain't fighting nobody like Brian Norman though. That's the trouble that everybody gonna run into. Even if somebody say, yeah, you know, I think he'll lose to Brian Norman. Or if he does, or if he don't. Hey, are you gonna fight Brian Norman? I don't think a lot of guys that's calling out Haney will fight Brian Norman. I'm gonna just say that off top. I don't think that they promoters want to put them in there. Even if you're a promoter. I don't know if Eddie Hearn wants to put certain fighters in the ring with a guy like Brian Norman. I don't know if PVC want to put certain fighters in the ring with Brian Norman. I don't know if Barrios would ever jump in the ring with a guy like him. Would Barrios fight him ever for a belt? It ain't gotta be just Haney. Barrios, I know Barrios fighting Pacquiao soon. He fight Pacquiao in 4 weeks from now? 4.5 weeks? Okay, that's a month. When that's over. So yeah, it ain't just gotta be Haney. I'm telling you, the guy after he fights Haney, he's still gonna be in boxing. His power's not gonna go away. He's not gonna disappear. He's not just gonna be all of a sudden trash. So I don't want people to use that excuse. See, that's what guys like to do. They want to use. That's why it's dangerous when certain guys. That's why guys got to get credit when they fight each other because fighters are gonna be like, "Well, he lost to Haney, man. Didn't Haney get dropped by Ryan a couple of times? Yeah, he lost to Haney, so we already seen what Norman looked like. So you already know that's what they setting that up for. That's why they ain't getting no credit now. You don't call them out now, you ain't getting no credit later on. I'm not in the business of boxers watching other boxers beat a guy, and then you say, "Oh, I'm ready for him." You don't get no cool points for that. There be a lot of that going on. As soon as the guy look bad, you remember when as soon as Haney had that situation with Ryan, everybody, "Oh man, I beat him. I beat Haney. Look what Ryan did to him. Oh, I beat him. I go up to 140 right now." Yeah, man, this is why boxing is. Yeah, as long as they don't mess with boxing the way it shouldn't be messed with, this will continue to be the best sport in the world. But you gotta have fighters like this really be at the top. Sometimes doubting the guy who ain't never did nothing, or you feel like never did nothing, sometimes they bring the best out of them. Some guys fold, other guys don't. And this man going overseas, it's something about him and Devin Haney going overseas and making statements. These guys going overseas making statements. I don't know. It's something about that in boxing that just surprises me a lot of ways. But yeah, I'm gonna definitely talk about what Chris was talking about later on as far as the Tank situation too. But I don't know, man. I might have to come up with some more ideas behind this. But yeah, that's pretty crazy, bro. And for Boost to move up this week, not a good look. I knew it wasn't a good look when I seen it. And then I ain't even really think about it. I'm like, man, it's Norman fight week. When Norman said it, I'm like, man, I wasn't even thinking about it that way. I'm gonna be honest, I wasn't even thinking about it. My mind was somewhere else. As soon as he said that, I'm like, that's crazy, bro. That's crazy. Yeah, it's definitely not a good look. Definitely not a good look. That's why I'm not too big on when people ask, "Hey, man, is this guy ducking?" Sometimes I just say, "I don't know. I don't feel like he ducking. I don't think he ducking." Maybe I might say somebody is ducking. Do it, bro. Not for one like, bro. I couldn't do it for no likes or views. I just couldn't do it because I knew I was gonna end up regretting it. If I would have been like, you know what? Let me go ahead and say Norman ducking. Everybody else saying it. That'll give me some likes real quick. I like, nah, bro. I'm not even gonna do it. I can't join that party. So yeah, a lot of people do look at me crazy when I do stuff like that. Like when I um don't try to engage with like who's ducking and who ain't, because as a boxing channel, when you reporting boxing, it's gonna make you look bad if you sit up here and say somebody ducking who ain't. If you say a guy like Norman ducking, man, it'll make you look bad. Dan Raphael said the Norman's knockout of Sasaki was as harsh as of any knockout I've seen in a while. Absolutely brutal. I told y'all, the craziest knockout I've seen. That Wilder Fury was crazy. Fury up, but I'm gonna be real with y'all. I still see that knockout. I'm like, ugh. And he hit Fury before he fell down. Yeah, guys ain't doing this. Look, yeah, Sasaki was out of here, bro. And respect to him, he came out fighting like a G. I ain't gonna lie. But man, this dude was laid out, bro. Flat on his back. I've never seen people get put out like this. Then he didn't move. They were taking their time going in the ring. That's Asia, so they seen guys get knocked out like that plenty of times. They not really tripping. They like, man, we just seen guys in jiu-jitsu and karate and Muay Thai and all kind of fighting styles. They like, yeah, man, we ain't worried about it. We seen guys get knocked out before. Worse than this. Yeah, they took their time going in the ring. I'm like, bro, y'all taking y'all time. This man not that bad. That was a devastating knockout, man. Yeah, that's a game changer right there, bro. I'm telling you, we need something like that in boxing. That's why it's my job to make sure that guys like Brian Norman, when people say they ducking, I have to make sure that even if people don't like it, I have to make sure that they don't team up on guys like this. They went. I couldn't let them gang up on a guy like this, bro. That would have destroyed boxing. You see how we almost basically canceled out a guy in boxing who could possibly be the guy one day. He keep fighting like this, he gonna be the guy. And to be honest with you, nobody knows how good he is. I don't know. Nobody knows how good he is. He's getting better. He got better in the last two fights. I don't know how good he is. He's not in his prime. He's not close to it. We don't know what weight class he's gonna finish at. We don't know what style gives him problems. We don't know somebody who punches harder than him right now. I'm gonna be honest with y'all. I don't know nobody who punches harder than him right now. That I can say, yeah, he punch harder. I don't know. I don't know. I honestly don't know. And he said recently that I did a video. He said De Los Santos crack hard. No, De Los Santos a tank. The hardest punchers he been in the ring with. And I told people, man, Tank and De Los Santos, people like, man, those are small guys. They ain't as small as you think. To a professional boxer, yeah, they'll be small. But to the average person, they'll look like they're 7 foot once they start swinging at you. Yeah, I don't think nobody from 140 would want to see smoke with Brian Norman. But that dude Hiroka though, like I said, that still confirms that Hiroka is one of the hardest punchers in the world. Though. I was telling people that a couple of days ago. That dude Andy Hiroka, who knocked out Barroso and he knocked out Jin Sasaki, he ain't punching harder than Brian Norman, but he punching though. I'm talking about he punching. He ain't punching harder than Brian Norman though. It's not even close. And this dude, I think he like in power, he like top 10, top 20 for real. In power. I ain't gonna say top 10. That's crazy. It's how many divisions? I say top 20. I don't know. As far man, dude punching, bro. I ain't gonna lie to y'all. I don't really talk about power that much. Dude punching. At 140, let me see. Let me look at the names on 140. Uh, yeah, dude punching, man. I ain't gonna lie. There ain't too many names up there. I can see Gary, Antoine Russell, Matias. You can throw those names up there, but everybody else not really. But I'm gonna check out what's the other news that's coming out, man. I'm gonna holler at everybody. I appreciate everybody for sticking around the live stream this whole time. Appreciate everybody. I'm gonna be back on probably later on. But man, bro, I'm talking about early this morning to start the day off like this, Juneteenth. It's insane, man. This man gonna change boxing. I'm gonna be honest with you. Even him putting his name out there with Boots, he helped his own career out because a lot of people didn't really do that. It's a lot of guys that didn't call Boots out before he did. This dude the real deal, bro. And to be honest with you, he did this with Centillion. And I'm gonna say this before I get off too. He did this with Centillion with that knockout when he was standing over Centillion, or when he was over him and stuff. People didn't think that was a good knockout. He didn't really get that much publicity for that. It was like people were like, he got booed in the at the arena. People don't understand how big of a knockout that was. If you look at his last two fights, last 2 or 3 fights, Brian Norman Jr., bro, he has been cracking, bro. His resume is a lot better than people realize too. He has been cracking people. Like I don't know what he figured out his last 2 or 3 fights, but something has triggered to the point where And he been knocking people out since day one. But I'm telling you, something triggered to the point where now he's so confident. He's better than what he say he is. I'll just say that. Brian Norman Jr. is better than what he say he is. And that's hard to find in boxing these days. But I appreciate everybody for coming through, man. Shout out to J-Man, Chris, and everybody who came through the live stream today.